Hello, everybody, and welcome to Super Nitro for tonight. We're going to be doing an Arca night. You'd be really excited to have everybody here. Sorry for the little bit of a delay. I was having some trouble getting the session up. But we're going to head on over to the sim, get ready for practice. There's 5 minutes left. We got actually good field tonight for race 1, so it's going to be really interesting to watch how this one plays out. A lot of good drivers showed up already. So let's head on over to the sim. Okay, looking at some of our drivers on track. Got a couple guys who've already won races. A little bit of trouble with the camera controls. There we go. Looking at the 7 of Kohler McGillen right beside the 41 of Ethan Orzo. Both of those guys, pretty consistent drivers here. Okay, working on getting everything set up. Okay, there we go. I was having some trouble getting the sim audio to go through. So race 1 here is going to be the Old Atlanta 40 laps. Decided to give everybody 2 sets of tires, so gonna have to have a little bit of tire management. Old Atlanta, really fun in the Arca car. It's always interesting to see how the fall off plays a factor in the racing. Looking at Nathan Burrows making his Super Nitro debut. Also got Samson Leonard, I believe. I haven't seen that name before. Got Derek Shaver in the number 30 DHL machine. Mason Lidkey, one of the MCM guys. Got Patrick Connell, also one of the MCM guys. Dylan Dreiling making an appearance. Got Kyle Bishop, Steve Thibodeau. A lot of drivers filing in. McGillen leading the top of the board. He is a threat pretty much every time we run these Arca cars. Not sure what he figured out compared to everybody else, but he is just very, very good at this particular car. Only 2.5 minutes left in the practice. Gonna have 21 drivers on the grid if everybody actually starts the race. That's in the session right now, so that's pretty good. Looking at Samson Leonard driving a Kyle Busch throwback. Got Mateo Mitchell in the UNOH machine. Some nice paint schemes already from everybody. Patrick Connell has crashed. Kyle Bishop driving the 37 car. I got Jeremy Bolt working his way out of the pits in that number 48 machine. Let's see. You got 22. Thomas Smalling. So only 30 seconds left. Anybody who wants to get in, gonna have to hurry up. Okay, look, we got Jaden Hall driving the Brisk 81 machine. Oh, and Derek Shaver went to the top of the board. Beat out McGillen by about a 1/10 of a second. And that's going to be the end of practice. Here we go, getting ready for qualifying. Let's see who we got on track now. I got Chase Ingram. We had Chase Ingram. Looked like he reset his car. Let's see, Aaron May. Oh. Looks like the data over has a little bit of a issue now. My overlays got updated today, so fixing some stuff that was messed up. So Aaron May working on his qualifying lap. He's always really good at most of the races we do here, so I wouldn't be shocked if he is a threat to win this race. Okay, here we go. I just have a little bit of a problem there. I got that figured out now. Here we go. Okay, everything working. Aaron May completed his qualifying lap, so let's try to get on over to another driver. See what they're doing. Okay. Yeah, okay, everything working now. Let's see. Is anyone else qualifying currently? We got Watlington making a pit stop for some reason. Ryan Wayne sitting on pit road. Aiden Howard in the 55 machine. Working on his lap. We also got Jaden Hall. Marty Shimela working on his qualifying lap. He's always a threat to win Super Nitro race. No stranger to victory lane here. Only 50 seconds left of qualifying. Mateo Mitchell is sitting on the pole right now with Cameron Face in second. Yeah, Marty Shimela spins out to complete his lap. Patrick Arnell working his way around. Ryan Wayne also working his way around. I don't know if he has enough time to actually complete a qualifying run. Not sure if that's a deliberate strategy to start in the back. Actually was able to complete one lap. He's up to 17th on the board. And that's going to be the end of qualifying. So let's get ready to get things started in the race. Looks like we have quite a couple viewers already. It's early on tonight. That's what we want to see. Okay, everyone working on getting gridded now. Here we go. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. At least part of it through the top 10. So we got Mateo Mitchell on pole. Cameron Face to his outside in second. Derek Shaver in third. Kyle Bishop in fourth. Nathan Barrows in fifth. Ethan Orzo in sixth. Aaron May in seventh. Dylan Herviton in eighth. Marty Shimela in ninth. And Dylan Dreiling in 10th. Good mix of names up there. Definitely a lot of contenders to win the race. It's going to be 40 laps here of action at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Looks like sunlight might be a factor. I already have people complaining about it. Can't really tell from any of the TV cameras how bad the glare is. Assume it's probably worse from the cars. Waiting for everybody to get gridded. So 28 drivers on the grid. That's pretty full field. We have a max of 35. It's pretty good attendance for a race that's not on a super speedway. So Mateo Mitchell going to lead the field to green. Atlanta is such an abrasive track. These guys are really going to have to manage their tires. If this goes green for flag to flag, which with this many cars, it's more unlikely than I initially thought, you will have to manage your tire wear. If you rear out your right front too early, you're going to be a sitting duck for everyone behind you. It's really easy to get too greedy coming out of the corners on restarts with the Arca car here, too. See a lot of accidents like that in official races. The field heading down the back straightaway following the pace car. Into turns 3 and 4. The pace car makes the hard left turn onto pit road. The drivers nose to tail to the restart zone. The green flag is out. We are back here at Super Nitro. Cameron Face gonna have a good restart and get to the get to the lead around Mateo Mitchell. A lot of side by side behind them. A little bit of contact in the back, but we're gonna keep it green for the moment. Mateo Mitchell to the inside. Cameron Face to the outside. Face into the wall a little bit. And we are 3 wide for second to come to the end of lap 1. Cameron Face going to get ahead of. They're still 3 wide behind him. Almost 4 wide. Marty Shamela on the apron heading into turn 1. Already very aggressive. People trying to get places fast. That was a really aggressive start, and we have a battle for the lead heating up as Cameron Face looks to the inside of Mateo Mitchell. They're going to be side by side coming off of turn 4. Mitchell with the advantage, and Cameron Face going to get passed by several cars, now all the way back to the 3rd position. Under attack for 4th. Got about 5 cars single file on the top line at the front. And Dylan Herverton's making a move for the lead. To the inside of Mateo Mitchell, tries to drive it in there, not quite able to get clear, and Mitchell gets sideways on the exit of the corner. Very good save out of that 82 car, and now Herverton has about a 2/10 lead. These cars do not look very stable. A lot of sideways and wiggling around happening. As you see the 37 of Bishop get out of control. Cameron Face to the apron. And one car is going to go around. That's the 41. He's going to collect Shaver. He going to collect the 90 of Barrows. And we got our first caution of the night. Jeremy Bolt also involved. Or Logan Bolt, excuse me. Oh, they're still wrecking. Cameron Face going to get turned as well. That's going to be an early caution. Did you get one fast repair? That was everybody. A huge wreck for how early the race this was. You have to take a look at the replay there. Not exactly sure how that all started. Let's take a look at the replay. I think it was the 41 that first got loose. And then when he spun out, he hooked Shaver, and that was just nowhere to go for anybody. Trying to find the 41. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the 41 of Ethan Orzo gets sideways going into turn 3, comes down the track, makes contact with Cameron Face, and then Derek Shaver has nowhere to go. Neither does the 90 of Barrows. And it just keeps getting bigger from there. And then Logan Bolt just piles in at full speed. I'm not sure where he was going. Doesn't look like he slowed down at all. Or actually, I guess he was trying to avoid the 2 cars up the track and then just kind of went right into the path of the 90. And then Mason Lidke, oh, he gets hit by a spinning Robert Freeberg, and they get together. Or actually, no, he's going to get spun out by the 84 who was avoiding his teammate, the 84 of Facundo Ledesma. So that's gonna take out a lot of cars. Everyone's still in contention with the fast repair, but that is some big time crashing for it being lap 5 of a 40-lap race. Didn't seem too far off with how aggressive they were being at the front. Just all it took was one guy getting out of control and to mess up everybody's race. Well, getting ready to go back green. The lights are out on the pace car. Gonna go green next time by. Well, an eventful start to this race. Some good racing there before the caution came out. So Dylan Dreiling has inherited the lead. Got Kyle Bishop to his outside, Mateo Mitchell in third, Marty Shimela in fourth, and Aaron May in fifth. Everybody's still in the race. 25 cars on the lead lap, 27 still on the track. Gotta think several of those drivers had to use their fast repair already, because there was some terminally damaged cars in that accident. Headed to the front straightaway, the pace car pulls off onto pit road. Into the restart zone. Here we go. Green flag is back out of the air here at Atlanta. Dylan Dreiling with a good push for Mateo Mitchell, and those two are going to get clear of the outside of the front row. Dreiling to the lead. Mitchell behind him goes a little bit up the track, trying that middle lane. Everybody getting nose to tail. The top line seems to be dominant because you can get a draft down the straightaways, but it seems like the bottom works best in the corners because it'd be the shortest way around. And they are 4 wide for third. Marty Shimela looking to the outside of Aaron May. And there's a big battle brewing. Oh, and more contact. We got another car around. Sure who that was. It looked like the 81 of Jaden Hall, and it is a parking lot over in 1 and 2. Another multi-car accident. Not sure what happened there. We're going to have to take a look at the replay. It kind of seems like everybody just ran out of room there. Let's look at there. Looks like Ingram gets a push, gets a little out of control, and just barely clips the quarter panel of Hall. And then the way these quad ovals are shaped, there's just nowhere to go for anybody because they're already 3 or 4 wide behind. See guys spinning on the apron, guys spinning on the top, and just tagging each other. A big hit for Freeberg. Orzo also collects him. The 81 car gets all 4 tires off the ground, and so does the 17. Some huge shots in this for Dylan Herviton, the 17 of Edwin Gonzalez. So another big crash to end. This one probably ends a couple drivers' races. You got the 63 of Thibodeau just piled in at pretty late to the accident. So a lot going on still. A couple cars working to get their laps back. Not exactly a calm start to the night. Well, their drivers out of control. They're just flying, making up their laps. We do allow everyone to get their laps back under caution, so it's not uncommon to see you guys doing that. And here we go. Green flag back out of the air. A good start for Dreiling. Gonna lead that bottom line. Aaron May behind him. And Marty Shimela working his way to the top 5. Dreiling has control. Aaron May trying to get clear of Mateo Mitchell. And they're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. And Marty Shimela throws it down into turn 3. Tries to make it 3 wide. Couldn't quite make it stick. He's going to be under attack for 4th now. And you got Chase Ingram behind, getting a big push from Ryan Wayne in the quad oval. The top 5 under a blanket, and Ingram gets loose. Smoke coming off of the back end of that 01 machine. Manages to hang on to it. And Dreiling has control. A little bit more breathing room than he had the previous lap. Still has the 82 all over his bumper, though. Mitchell trying to figure out a way around the 83. There are good battles all over the racetrack right now. They're being very aggressive with the passing. See Mitchell running a little bit of a higher line, trying to get momentum on the exit. Meanwhile, they're 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Trying to see what position that battle is for. Oh, there it is. It's Wyatt Blair. Oh, and Blair's going to get loose. Nearly loses control of that 5 machine. Somehow keeps it under him. And we have a fight for the lead brewing. You got Mateo Mitchell to the inside, Dylan Dreiling to the outside, and Kyle Bishop behind them. Dreiling has the advantage now, but Mateo Mitchell still fighting hard to try to get around him. Bishop is in a good spot here, and Mateo's going to get bumped, and he's going to fly all the way down to the apron. Manages to hang on to it, though. A lot of out-of-control race cars coming off of turn 2. Oh, and they're wrecking behind them. Another big wreck. We got cars everywhere. They're still wrecking. Four or 5 cars. There's the caution. We just cannot get into a rhythm tonight. That's already the 3rd caution of the race. All of the relatively large crashes. It's another one that involved at least half dozen cars. So we take a look at the replay. So Watlington was in the 4, was battling the 39 of Ryan Wayne. Wayne got into the wall a little bit, and then he started coming down the track trying to get off the wall, I think, and then they just made some contact, and then around goes the 39 car, and then coming back up the track, nowhere for the 55 to go, and then everybody just piles in. A lot of Arca braking tonight, definitely fitting the theme of it being Arca night. See Wyatt Blair, Patrick Connell, Kohler McGillen able to avoid it. And then it looked like it was over, and Blair trying to save it kind of overcorrects and makes more contact with the 55. The 55 being Aiden Howard. And then that's how we ended up under caution once again. Seems like tonight so far has just been a bad combo of too much aggression and not a lot of control over the cars. And due to the caution, Derek Shaver has inherited the lead. I believe he must have stayed out. Yeah, he stayed out on the pit stop. Or under the caution. And then the first car on fresh tires is Dylan Dreiling in 5th. So that's going to shake things up a bit with guys on old tires at the front. Hopefully won't turn into another caution. Oh, Dreiling back to the 8th position. Had a little bit of a moment for the scoring loops to reboot. So Dreiling is the first car that pitted. He's in the 8th position. So we have 7 drivers that stayed out. Gonna be interesting to see if the old tires can hang with the new tires in terms of speed. It definitely is a lot of tire wear, but we have had 3 cautions in 20 laps. So this could be a good strategy if they don't have too much abuse done to those tires. Derek Shaver the lead, Samson Leonard in second, Thomas Smalling in third, Kohler McGillen in fourth, and Jeremy Bolt in fifth. The field heading through turns 3 and 4. Not an uncommon sight to see them rounding the track following the pace car tonight. Getting ready to turn them loose once again. The pace car makes the hard left on a pit road. And the green flag is back out in the air. Oh, very aggressive restart from everybody. They are all over the place by the time they got to the finish line. Derek Shaver has the lead and 3 wide behind. Those guys with fresh tires cannot afford to be patient here. You really got to get up to the front while you still have the good in your Goodyears. Or your General Tires, I mean. 3 wide. Cars bouncing off the wall. Cars bouncing off each other. We're going to be 4 wide. 4 wide for third. Coming off of turn 4. Contact made. Will they hang on to it? No, they will not. And a big wreck into turn 1. And that's everybody. It's got to be at least 12 cars involved in this one, and they're still wrecking. 4 wide just does not work on this configuration of Atlanta. We got one car driving backwards. I'm not sure who that is. I believe that was Cameron Face pulling a Kyle Busch impression. We're going to have to take a look at that one. That was a huge crash. Started at the front where they were going 4 wide. Let's see. See who was involved in that. I believe it's the 83 of Dreiling that loses control. He was the first guy on fresh tires. Got a little bit of contact from Kohler McGillen. And then he saved that car about 3 times before he actually wrecked. And then you see Freeberg spit out by himself behind. And then some huge hits taken by everybody in this wreck. Once they spun down to the bottom and then come back up, that's just going to block the entire track. And you have everybody piling in. There's a wreck happening behind. Just not a great combination to make it through. And then that was Cameron Face pulling out his inner Kyle Busch, throwing it in reverse and driving around the track. Pretty chaotic start to tonight. Well, that definitely mixes things up. You still have 2 drivers who did not pit on the last caution. And then a couple guys with only about a half a lap on their tires. So they still have a shot. It's a mix between drivers who pitted the previous caution and drivers who pitted this caution, which I'm going to assume the difference in tires is pretty much non-existent for those guys. Working our way around to complete lap 25 of 40 under this caution. I believe the 4th caution of tonight. Might have to break out a caution counter at this rate with how tonight's going so far. Derek Shaver looked very strong on that restart. Was able to pull ahead. And then if that 4 wide didn't result in a wreck, he had a good shot to get away and run and hide from those fresh tires. Definitely dropped a lot of cars. We have 6 drivers out of the race and 20 on the lead lap currently. Shaver to the inside, Smalling to the outside, as we head out of turn 4, getting ready to set him loose once again. The pace car pulls off. We head into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out of the air. Derek Shaver with another good restart, but he has Mateo Mitchell right on his tail. Mitchell looks to the outside, trying to get a run on the exit of the corner. Gonna get to the quarter panel. They're gonna be side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. Shaver doesn't have enough to throw it in there. You got Chase Ingram behind, trying to get around for second. Much cleaner restart this time. No 4 wide to be seen anywhere in the pack. And Ingram's going to get clear. And I think Shaver's chances of making those old tires work are over. Once you get swallowed up by the pack, there's really nothing you can do. And Ingram looking to make a move for the lead. Took a peek to the inside. Going to try to drive it down in there. Not going to have enough momentum to clear, but he's going to be door to door with the 82 coming off the corner. A little bit of contact with the wall behind. You got Nathan Barrows up to second. 3 wide further back in the field. Good battle with Marty Shamela. He's working on Dylan Dreiling, trying to make his way back up through the field. Mateo Mitchell still has the lead, but Chase Ingram trying to work his way around. Had a good run down the front straightaway, but wasn't able to make anything of it down into 1 and 2. Barrows behind and Bishop following him. You got Wyatt Blair up to the top 5. I feel like that's the first time we've seen him up there tonight. A lot of cars in this lead pack. The entire top 14 within a second of each other. Oh, a couple cars bouncing off the wall in the back. Managed to keep it straight. And Ingram has a problem in 3 and 4 that time. He's going to drop all the way back. Losing multiple spots, getting freight trained by that outside line. Not a whole lot you can do about it until you fight your way back into line. And the battle for second heat, you got Bishop makes a move to the inside of Barrows. Not able to get there. Letting the 90 know that he wants that position. These guys working all the lanes on this racetrack, trying to make something work. Bishop to the inside of Barrows. They're going to be side by side heading down into turn 1 with 10 laps to go. They're still neck and neck for second. Contact made. Wyatt Blair to the wall. Manages to hang on to it, but that's going to really hurt his chances of having a shot to win. Quite a bit of damage to that 9 machine. Looked like Barrows made contact with the wall, and they are 3 wide for 4th. Looked like Ingram had to back off there to avoid a wreck. They're still 3 wide. Contact made, and Watlington going to go hard into the inside wall. Looks like that's going to be the end of the night for the driver of the 4 machine. Meanwhile, at the front, Mateo Mitchell driven off to a 3/10 of a second lead. As Barrows and Bishop are still side by side for second. And the 37 finally going to slot back into line behind Barrows. Those two being side by side definitely gave Mateo Mitchell a chance to build a little bit of a lead. And Marty Shimela losing some spots in the back. He's running all the way in the 11th position. And they're side by side for second once again. They're starting to draw the rest of the field into this battle. You got Derek Shaver, Dylan Dreiling, and Aaron May all starting to get up to the guys fighting for the second position. Mateo Mitchell still leads. A good battle for fourth. Dreiling loses a spot there to Aaron May. Aaron May looks to the outside of Shaver, not able to get there. Seems like that top line is definitely the preferred lane for completing passes. Meanwhile, at the front, Mateo Mitchell coming around, and there's only going to be 3 laps to go. Can he hang on to get his first win in Super Nitro? Has almost a half-second lead. Both cars behind him still trying to fight with each other, helping him get away. Rounding turns 3 and 4, coming to 2 laps to go. And that lead is growing up to a half a second now. And Barrows and Bishop at him again. Aaron May into the picture. He looks to the inside of Barrows. Thinks better of it and gets on his bumper. They will be side by side for the third position. And Mateo Mitchell coming around to take the white flag one more time around here in Atlanta. He has a 6/10 of a second lead over Bishop. A little bit of contact behind, Dreiling into the wall. Manages to keep it straight. Now fighting with Derek Shaver. And as we round turns 3 and 4, Mateo Mitchell leading the field. Out of turn 4, down the front straightaway, Mateo Mitchell victorious at Atlanta. Gonna get his first victory here in Super Nitro, I believe. So Mateo Mitchell gets it done in a very chaotic race to start tonight. Headed down the front straightaway to do a victory burnout. We'll see if we can get Mateo Mitchell into the booth. Oh, and doing a Polish victory lap. Working on trying to get him in the booth. A great win for Mateo Mitchell. A pretty stacked field to start race 1. Fortunately able to hang on to it. It looks like we have Chase Ingram in the booth now. What do you think of that race, Ingram?
That was fun, except the fact that if you were in second, you can't pass the leader because dirty air, and you can't. And if the leader's run in the middle or the top, you can't go anywhere because the bottom doesn't work. Because I was in that exact scenario and tried to send it on the inside, which then I proceeded to get freight trained by like half the field. And then I got pinballed between two cars and smacked the wall, and somehow that didn't give me damage, but I couldn't run them back down.
Yeah, it seems like you had a tough race. A lot of crashing. A lot of crashing. Well,
Somehow,
looks like we have Mateo Michel up in the booth now. You got me, Mateo?
I got you.
Oh, congrats on getting your first Super Nitro win. What did you think of that race?
Overall was pretty good. I mean, the only way to really hold off everybody is by holding the middle line, which I was able to do. Keep consistent and overall just make sure I kept everybody in my dirty air. That's pretty much it.
Well, it was definitely you held off uh, what I thought was going to be quite the battle with Barrows and Bishop behind you. Uh, what'd you think of all the crashing? It seemed like a lot of that was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few instances of uh, maneuvers that happened during the race, but mostly it was all just people trying to gain real estate. And then new tires versus old tires played a huge factor in it. So those factors going together, that's going to produce most of the wrecks that you'll tend to see on tracks like that. So it's just a matter of getting around it and making sure you're on the front foot.
and there was absolutely no reason for them to go four wide.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't going to end well when I saw that kind of developing. How bad was the tire wear during the race?
It
It
didn't.
really wasn't bad. I mean, it fell off way less than you think it would.
I've run Atlanta in the Arca car before, and it felt like after about 25 laps, it was just terrible. Then
Well, we
the thing is, I
did.
wasn't sure if those guys that were running at the front and stayed out were able to make it work. Kind of seems like Shaver was gonna make it work until they all started wrecking. Well, any thoughts going into Lime Rock for race 2?
I got nothing.
Stay on track and don't die in turn one.
Looks like we also have Marty Shambela. Thank you for coming in for an interview, Mateo.
Yep, thank you.
Marty, what'd you think of that race?
Oh, it was just unfortunate. Got collected and stuff, but it was fun combo. But I just came in here to say, make sure you select the classic version of Lime Rock Park, which is what they do in real life. Otherwise, it will be a disaster. Classic. Got it.
Yeah, that chicane is terrible. We don't need to be
You gotta
doing that.
race the chicane.
No, we don't need to race the chicane.
All right,
You're
thank you
racing
guys. Thank you guys. Good luck.
I don't. Given the fact that we can't run an oval without Arca braking, what makes you think that we can run the chicane successfully?
Um,
That's what I thought. So going to be a 20 lap race, a little bit shorter. Make sure I put on the right setup.
you have fun with that.
Yeah.
So 20 laps at Lime Rock Park for race 2. Going to be only the second road race we have done in Super Nitro. Hopefully not too much of a wreck fest. Lime Rock is kind of more of a short track of a road course. A lot of contact happens every time we race there, both real life and on the sim. So working on getting that set up. We will be back momentarily with that. So just bear with me for a moment while I get the session up, and we will return shortly. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the booth. We got race 2 set up for Lime Rock Park. Just loading into the session now, waiting for everyone to join. An eventful race to start tonight. A lot of crashing. Congrats to Mateo Mitchell for getting his first win. And just to top off the craziest race of all, we're going road racing for race 2. So gonna have to turn left and right, try to stay on track and not crash into the walls. You know, pretty straightforward stuff you would think. Getting more people to the Discord server. If you would like to be a part of this, or at least just get to know the drivers, be sure to join the Discord. I did put a link in the description, so hopefully that still works and you could join. We're always happy to have more people as being a part of the community that we're trying to grow here. So getting ready, still loading into the session. Already have pretty healthy amount of drivers. We keep having good weeks, and then the last stream we did, we only had like 5 people in each race. I don't understand why no one wanted to drive it. We'll take it. Let's see. How close are we to the 20 likes? Gotta be getting close. Oh, we're at 19. 20 likes gets us to race 4, which is going to be a fun combo. Be sure to hit the like button if you want to see some more action. Oh, there we go. There, we hit it. We hit it this time. So we're already doing good tonight. 20 likes. I did threaten the drivers, so maybe that's why. But I'm just going to say it's the viewers. You know, everyone just tuned in to have a good time tonight. So loaded up into the session. Just got to get the overlays up, and then we'll switch over to the sim to see how everything's going. Watch the guys do some practice. Yeah, so you already got some new people in the Discord. Happy to have everybody in there. Still waiting on the overlays. Oh, they're already crashing on the track. Of course they are. Okay, here we go. Getting everything working correctly. Okay, here we go. So Russell on the top of the board currently. That's Austin Russell driving the 15 machine. And as I say that, Kohler McGillen to the top of the board. Very impressive what he's able to do. Just gonna have to reload my cameras real quick. Haven't used Lime Rock before, so gotta get those loaded in. So okay, here we go. Got everything working correctly. So practice underway. Got a couple guys side by side. You got Austin Russell fighting with Wyatt Blair. And that's not Wyatt Blair. Who is in the 20 car? We got Daniel Mosteller making his first appearance here on Super Nitro. Very happy to see that. We got Marty Shamela working his way around. Josh Kenyon. Aaron May driving the 11 car for this race. And Mosteller goes to the top of the board. So you got the Oh, that's the 20. That Robert Freeberg driving that 20 car. I believe that's a Gio Ruggiero paint scheme. Ruggiero, kind of controversial driver in Arca in real life these days. Let's see, Dylan Herviton on pit lane. Facundo Ledesma driving a different car this time. Looks like he's driving a old school Brad Keselowski Alliance car. Not sure if you call it old school. Guess it is like almost a decade old paint scheme at this point. Here you got Wyatt Blair driving the number 5. Working his way around the track. Always a lot going on in practice. A lot of crashing. Patrick Connell overcooks turn 1. It's always something you got to be careful of. Turn 1 here is really inviting until you're backwards into the woods. At least in my experience, which is not much because I am a really bad road racer. Marty Shmela off at the dirt. Daniel Osteller faster than the second place driver by almost 1.8 seconds. Always a factor to win these races. Working their way around this track. It's a very fast road course. A lot of interesting corners. You see, they go up the hill. And then go down the hill. Can't remember the names of any of these corners. I've only seen this track about twice since the Truck Series race started. I don't really know a whole lot about it. Oh, and Herviton fishtails and clobbers the wall behind. McGillen's still on his hot lap. Gonna go 0.2 faster. Demo's following Ingram around now. And Shmela spinning in front of them, and they're going to pile in. Looks like we're going to have about 16 cars at the moment. Decent field for being a road race. Lime Rock, one of the free tracks on iRacing, so expect to have pretty decent attendance for it. A little bit of a curveball throwing these guys road race right after oval, though. Pretty basic road course. See, we're looking at Ethan Orzo driving the number 14. Fighting with Austin Russell. Only a 20-lap race here, so not a whole lot of time. More of a sprint race. Gonna have to be aggressive with your passes. Not a lot of time to wait around for people to mess up. Head down the front straightaway. Somebody blew their motor in front of these guys. Not sure who that was. Lidkey not on the track. There are just cars everywhere during these practices. Taking a let Josh Kenyon work his way around. Only 2 minutes left on the clock. Let it run out. See if we can get a few more drivers in. Let's see. We got the 47 of Cody Hansen. 54 of Jaden Hall. That's Ledesma off track in front of him. Going through the S's, I believe. Oh, and he's going to wreck violently into the guardrail. Mason Lidke working his way up to 8th on the board for the practice session. Kenyon all the way up to 2nd. Still about a 1.5 off of Demos, though. And there's Lidke's car crashed, headed through the S's. And Demos and Kenyon crash at the crest of the hill, and that's going to pretty much close out practice. Only 20 seconds left on the board now. 17 drivers in the session. Decent field. And here we go. Qualifying going to be underway. That's right along with Josh Kenyon for a lap around this place. He's working on warming up his tires. Now working his way up to the crest of the hill and down the back straightaway. Then makes his way down to the front stretch to start his lap. Gonna be the fastest part of the track. Hear him downshifting for turn 1. Through a couple switchbacks. Through the S. It's not a very long course. The hill can get tricky. You gotta be careful with the throttle since the car tends to jump off the ground there. Let's take a look at another driver. We got Mosteller working his way around. Right now, Dylan Herberton at the top of the board. Robert Freeberg in second. And as I say that, Ingram jumps to second on the board. Josh Kenyon down in fifth. Demo's working his way down the front straightaway. And puts it straight to the top of the board by an entire second. Let's see, you got Ty Dorn driving the number 32, working on his qualifying lap. Got Jordan Holt, Cody Hansen, Facundo Ledesma, gotta put it. Ledesma puts it 13th on the board. That's pretty much gonna end qualifying. Not really any other cars working on a lap right now. So Demos on pole by a whole second. McGillen in second, Russell in third, Josh Kenyon in fourth, and Marty Shamela in fifth. Drivers working on gridding for the start of this race. Here on Super Nitro, we generally try to be more lenient with cautions on a road race like this, meaning we will not throw the caution unless a significant majority of the field is involved. Partially is just because we throw a lot of cautions for most races, and also we just want to get some green flag racing and not be pacing her out for 3 hours because of how long these road courses typically are. So most of the field gridded, got a couple stragglers. Did reach 20 likes for race 4, so we're going to be doing Arca at Daytona. End off tonight. It's always fun to throw a super speedway in there. Oh, here we go. Everybody getting ready to roll. ready to roll off behind the pace car and get ready to get things started here at Lime Rock Park. Mosteller and McGillen on the front row. McGillen very consistently one of the better drivers we have in here. Down the back straightaway, everyone side by side. Demo's deciding to start in the back. Yeah, he decided to drop to the back of the field. He's gonna try to make it a little more challenging for himself. Here we go. Field headed through the kink and down the front straightaway. Side by side, the pace car pulls off, and we are getting ready to go. Green flag is out. We are racing here at Lime Rock. And Herbertson's going to go wide into turn one. He's going to lose a lot of spots already. And Marty Shamela has taken the lead. Contact behind. There are cars everywhere. One car flying off of the track is the 21 of Kramer. Doesn't hit anything. And Marty Shamela leads the field down through the S's. And they're going to go up the hill now. Has Russell close behind, but about a half a second lead already for Shamela. The field already single file. See them working their way around the final quarter. Got another car missing turn one. That's Robert Freeberg, went a little bit wide. McGillen gonna pass him to retake the third position, or at least attempt to. They're gonna be door to door through these switchbacks. And Freeberg gonna have to drop back to the line. So McGillen retains the third position, and Freeberg goes wide. Nearly puts the tail end of Ingram. Oh, we got some crashing on the back straightaway. That's the 4 of Watlington. His car appears to be totaled. Patrick Connell is also destroyed. 2 single car incidents, though, not enough to bring out a caution. Marshmallow retains the lead, and the 15 of Russell off track. It's like he might have had a little bit of help there. Still gotta keep it green. Shamela is driven off to over a second lead now. Pulling on his tail, trying to chase him down. And Mosteller already up to the 11th, the 10th position. And also we got Chase Ingram up to 3rd. So a tough break for Russell. Not sure how he got turned. Unfortunate for him. Looks like Mosteller has some damage behind it. The 14 of Orzo is going to go around, and he's going to get the tire barrier. Guys making a lot of contact with each other through these corners. McGillen has the lead down to 0.8 of a second. Seems like he's catching a little bit on Shamela. Just hasn't really been able to get much closer. Working our way around on lap 5 of 20. Yeah, McGillen definitely made up about 0.2 of a second that time just through the S's. Appears to be a really strong car. And Shamela gets sideways. He's really asking everything he can get out of that Chevrolet. So the battle for the lead starting to heat up. Got a battle in the back of the field as well. Looks like track. Cars in the pit lane as well. A lot of positions changing hands right now. And McGillen is there. He was all over the rear bumper of the 8 coming out of that last corner. Loses a little bit now. We head back down the front straightaway. Shamela is still in the lead. McGillen looks significantly faster than Shamela through the first half of the track, but just can't seem to really put a lap together that will get him much closer than half a second. They passed the backwards Watlington as he pulls off the track trying to get turned around. Robert Freeberg around again. And Wyatt Blair going to pass Chase Ingram. And they're going to be side by side. Josh Kenyon behind. Ingram looks to the inside, then the outside. Kenyon thinks about the inside. They go hard on the brakes. And Ingram and Blair go wide, and Kenyon up to third. Got the 2 for 1. And meanwhile, at the front, McGillen is there to the inside of Shamela. Has to back out of it because of how narrow the corner before the hill is, but he's going to be there next time they go into turn 1. Trying to set up a pass. And as I say that, drops off to about a half a second once again. Gonna be coming up on some damaged lap cars. Hopefully they'll get out of the way. Yeah, lap cars on road course is always a little bit sketchy with how many the outside and always switching to the inside the next corner. Oh, and Freeberg off track in front of them. Keeps it in the grass, though. And he might be stuck in the grass. Came to a stop very slow up the hill. McGillen's still trying to chase down Shamela. Keeps getting close, just hasn't had an opportunity to put the pass completely away. He's right on Shamela's tail now. They head up the hill. McGillen on the bumper of the 8 car now. Shamela just gets such a good run on that corner before they go down the hill again. And you can just see McGillen breaks up a lot of time down into turn 1 and through the first couple corners. There's the tail, a little bit of a blink out for McGillen. Gonna be 9 laps to go at the line. This is the closest McGillen has been down the front stretch the last several laps. Looks to the outside. Look like he's just trying to pressure Shamela into making a mistake. Battle for third looked like it's starting to heat up. Daniel Mosteller works his way around. McGillen takes a peek to the inside down into turn 1. Not able to get there. I think this is going to come down to whether or not Shamela makes a mistake. Unless McGillen has something in the tank he's been saving. But she is right there, breathing down the neck of Marty Shamela. All over the tail, looks to the inside, just takes a peek, not really making a move. And there's still nose to tail. Shamela have been very smooth. He's been running a great race so far. Able to get to the lead early due to some of the lap 1 chaos. And has maintained it in front of the hard-charging McGillen. Shamela gets a little swirly coming out of that corner. Could this be the opportunity McGillen has been looking for? Not quite close enough to pounce. Gonna try to take a shot down into turn 1, I think, this time. See him looking to the inside. Almost touched the bumper of that 8 car. Just hasn't had enough to get around him. Still not a whole lot changing with this battle. Haven't seen a whole lot of passing the last couple laps anywhere on the track. Seems like everybody's kind of got it so spread out that they don't really have any chances to do anything. Five laps to go this time. McGillen running out of time to have an opportunity. He's going to really have to start pushing to get around Shamela if he has anything left in the tank. They're coming up on some lap traffic. Sure who that is. Shamela goes a little wide. McGillen is there, makes a little bit of contact. And he is on the bumper once again. Shamela, the back end of that 8 machine is just really, really all over the place right now. You can tell he is pushing hard to maintain this lead. Can't afford to make a mistake with how close McGillen has been to him. McGillen fakes a dive to the inside, just trying to get Shamela to overdrive the corner. They're nose to tail. Only 4 laps to go. Meanwhile, behind them, Josh Kenyon going to complete the pass up Wyatt Blair to come up to 3rd. Looks like he's already going to distance himself from Blair. Meanwhile, the gap at the front is still about the same. McGillen looks to the inside. Not able to get there once again. Only 3 laps to go. Gonna be 2 this time by. They're coming up on the lapped car of Orzo. He pulls off into the grass. Not gonna affect this battle. Up the hill once again. And here we are, side by side out of turn 1. McGillen gonna have the inside through the next corner. Will he have to make contact with Shamela? Headed through the S's, side by side, McGillen off the track. They're still gonna be door to door. Headed up the hill, they both give each other a lot of room, and McGillen looked like he had a better exit, but still not gonna quite be able to get around Shamela, and we're coming to the white flag one more time around here at Lime Rock. Shamela able to get away with the lead, but McGillen had a shot to get around him and just couldn't quite complete the pass. Both of them gonna throw it down into turn 1. McGillen with a good corner there. He's gonna be on the bumper of Shamela again, trying everything he can to get around the 8 machine. Gonna have a couple more opportunities to make a pass with the remaining corners that are left. Looks to the inside. Shamela still has the lead. One more turn to go. And there's a wrecked car in front of him, but it's not gonna matter. Marty Shamela gonna get it done at Lime Rock. A good, clean battle between him and McGillen. Kenyon gonna come home 3rd. Demos nearly wrecking across the line in 4th. He's gonna pile into Kenyon. Wyatt Blair in 5th, and Ingram floors it into the turn 1 tire barrier. Well, Marty Shavela able to get it done here at Lime Rock. A very good run out of him. The guy just wins everywhere we go here in Super Nitro. So Marty Shavela doing his victory burnout. We'll see if we can get him in the booth in a moment. A good battle down to the end between him and Kohler McGillen. You can tell how badly both of those guys wanted to get it done. And a good job by McGillen. There's too many of these races come down to guys wrecking each other. It was good to see them able to race door to door and without wrecking each other. So let's see if we can get Marty Shamela in the booth. We're going to try to get him in here. Let's see. Is there any other drivers? Not really any of the top runners are on a Discord call now. Oh, we got Ingram in the booth. What'd you think of that race, Ingram? Looked like you got roughed up a little bit.
Not really. I mean, I just lost control into turn 5 and smacked the tire barriers, but that's about it. Somehow that didn't get me wheel damage. But
You brought it home in the 6th position.
I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm not very good on road courses, so that was and that was very physical of a race. Like my arms are hurting after that.
It's only 20 laps.
Yeah, you're fighting a car that's wanting to spin on you if you give it too much
Guys,
gas.
I can't get an interview. I gotta go, but I'll be back in time for the next race.
Well, there you have it, folks. Marty Shavela.
With that being said, we could have a 15-minute practice. Thank you.
Did he say 15 or 50?
I'm not doing a 50-minute practice. That's just a waste of money. Well, switching over to the booth, which we now have a giant fuzzy cloud on the green screen. Headed to the last, well, not the last race. We did hit 20 likes. So race 3, which is Arca at Michigan. Which when this was in officials a couple weeks ago, I had so much fun. It's kind of races like a super speedway, but with a lot of tire wear and aggression. Gotta be very aggressive. Only gonna be a 35 lap race. So gonna work on getting that set up. Got any expectations for this one, Ingram?
I'm going to probably cook the field because I'm very good at this.
Oh, confident, huh? Do you think you can cook the field if Demos races this one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a super speedway, so it's not that hard to race Demos, but... Which, by the way, when Demos passed me in that Lime Rock race, I was actually keeping up with him for a little bit until I oversent turn 1 and got in the grass, but
Well, I think his car was damaged because I looked over and the entire front end was
Yeah.
caved in.
All I could see was his back end was scraped up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Probably had a tangle with a lapped car. There was a lot of chaos in the first 2 or 3 laps of that race. It was hard for me to keep track of what was going on. Every time I look over, there's just somebody flying through the grass.
Mm.
So, Michigan. I said Michigan. Someone in the chat said Martinsville. I don't know where they're getting Martinsville from. I never said Martinsville. We are
Yeah, we are
racing at Michigan. It is not Martinsville. So we're
we are not
getting
racing
the
at
session. We are not racing at Martinsville.
We are not racing at Martinsville, bro. That is just asking for a demolition derby.
I have never seen a Martinsville race on the sim that was like not an atrocity. I mean,
think the main
maybe
issue is
if I felt the need to penalize half of our drivers and hand out the most suspensions ever seen in a racing league, we could go to Martinsville. But I don't want to do that.
well, I think part of the problem is the cars are way too easy to spin out when you get hit.
I think the other
'Cause,
part of
like-
the problem is everyone just drives it into the corners so deep every single time. Well, we still got everything. We're getting everything set up. I'll say whoever's the Ally Cup Series, you don't determine what we do here. Just because you say you want to do Martinsville does not mean I'm doing Martinsville. I think you kind of misunderstand the relationship we have here between the viewers and me.
Yeah.
While working on getting the session up, still got 12 viewers. We did reach 20 likes, so we're going to do Arca at Daytona. Although we do have the question now, which I'm only open to because of how bad the Arca car is with pushing at super speedways. Do we do the old Arca car for Daytona?
I feel like that might be even worse because people are just gonna slam draft and then or people are gonna try and slam draft and lift the rear tires up and spin people out and cause big ones. So
That is the only thing that's annoying about that car. I wish that we could just have an Arca car that like doesn't do weird things when you push.
I mean we could try the 87 pack racing setup at Daytona and see what happens.
We need a poll. Should we put up a poll in the chat or the Discord for that?
Discord.
Well, then, do you want to put it up?
Okay.
Looks like we have Aaron in the booth. What are you thinking, Aaron?
Nothing. I just wanted to come hang out.
It's always hard. I don't know what to do to fill in this gap between races.
Honestly, I don't know either.
Like, this is like it's like watching like a NASCAR rain delay broadcast where it's like they just like run out of things to talk about so fast they kind of just start scrounging for stuff.
I know what you could possibly do. Try to figure out how to do like replays or something of like the highlights from the last race while
But the only
you're
problem with that is
making
that
the session.
I have to have the session open to record the session.
Oh yeah, this is true. I don't know, to be honest.
Everybody in the Discord, vote in the poll. It is your
3
right
votes.
to vote.
3 votes for 87s, 1 vote for Arca. Okay, we got 1 vote for Legacy Arca.
You know, I feel concerned that in typical fashion, there's going to be like all 3 options are going to tie or something. Like I swear, every time we put up a poll, it's like either really, really far one way or like everyone votes for the same amount of people vote for everything. So we never have a very conclusive result.
Yeah. Now the Arca car is leading.
Me bum. I shouldn't have put that option.
But no, that was the
was
original idea.
I was originally planning to just put Legacy Arca car and then 87s.
That feels like cheating.
I'm not gonna vote. I'll just do whatever wins.
Vote 87s, trust.
I mean, we
I'm
did do
not
the
even gonna
87s
vote.
with like 5 people, and it was one of the best super speed races we've had.
Yeah.
It's not the full power. It's like a tandem drafting version we created somehow.
I'm gonna fix my steering wheel. It's crooked.
Yeah, it looks like it's not
Why?
even close. Unless things change during this race, I think
Wait,
we're just doing
hold
normal Arca. Got to break out the bot accounts, Ingram, if you want this to happen.
Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I know what I will vote. I will vote Legacy Arca.
No, vote 87s.
I feel like voting Legacy Arca is just choosing chaos.
I just did it because why not?
I mean, none of the series we race have touched that in a while.
No. People should have it too.
The viewers on the live stream want me to make a poll on there.
Make a poll on the live
We
stream.
could do that.
What should we race for race 4?
Yeah, LDogg, you're gonna have to do the poll in the YouTube chat. I can't do it.
What is the point of being admin if you can't do anything?
I think the only thing you can do as admin on YouTube is hide messages, and I think that's it.
Okay, I put up the poll. Vote in the chat. I know the result's probably going to be the same.
Vote
That's-
Legacy Arca, people.
Vote the 87s. It's fine.
Nah. Do Legacy Arca. See what happens.
87.
We need to do a science experiment.
Well, what track would you want to do it on? Like, would you want old Daytona or new Daytona if we did do Legacy Arca? Because I feel like old Daytona would be bad.
New Daytona.
New Daytona. Do not do old Daytona. It sucks.
I'm kind of
too
tired of
top-down.
running old Daytona, to be honest.
I don't even know the last time I touched old Daytona.
Dude, old Daytona, you just sit on the top lane and you can't pass anyone if they're single file on the top. It sucks.
Well, switching over to the sim now so you viewers can see things.
I turn left.
That guy turned left. Very,
Mhm.
very breaking news.
Breaking news. I have turned left.
Yeah, I really wanted to run the Firecracker 400, but then I forgot.
I did too.
I've
You
yet
gonna
to
run the
do any
Brickyard?
special events with NASCAR.
I like running the Brickyard.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and run the Brickyard. Although I'm probably going to do it at like 9 p.m. because I'm pretty sure I go to like Destin in
Well, that's when I
Like,
race because of work.
day.
Why does Jaden Hall's car have a giant QR code on it?
Stand and see what it takes.
I'm scared though. Like, who knows what it's gonna be?
Watch it be a Rickroll.
Oh shoot, I'm looking at the time. I might not even be able to race 4.
Aw.
I just realized that. That's alright, I'll still race this one.
Looks like 11 drivers already in here. Still 7 minutes left. Everybody join!
LDogg at Atlanta, I thought old Atlanta didn't have lights, but it looks like they actually do, so I was actually kind of worried about that.
It does not have lights, because we tried this. Me and Ingram, when we were doing our research for tonight, I set it to nighttime,
Well,
and I couldn't see where I was going, and there were no lights.
well,
Which is weird.
we raced old Atlanta tonight, and the lights came on.
How does a track not have lights, but it has lights at the same time? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
That,
What were they doing with the legacy track?
Don't you remember earlier we raced old Atlanta and the lights come on in this?
Yeah, but if you set it to nighttime, the lights are on.
I don't know. I think iRacing updated to where the lights would come on, but
Like,
they
within the
probably
last
didn't
24
update it
hours?
to where. But I don't think they updated it to where if you try to set it to nighttime, then the lights would come on or something. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that would make sense, because old Daytona still doesn't have lights. When they fix the top, they gotta add lights to it, because it's dumb to have the Firecracker 400 in the middle of the day.
I don't think you'll ever see old Daytona get
Well,
lights.
LDogg, it's not dumb because Daytona didn't get lights until the 90s and you're running 87 cars.
Yeah, but it's the sim.
This is
We
true.
should be able to have night racing in the 80s.
Frank DeAngelis has joined the session.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We got him in here. We got Mosteller. Kenyon's in here. Connell's in here.
Got Mari Shamela potentially coming back.
Maybe. Hopefully he comes back. Otherwise, you might not have an admin for race 4.
How do we have like 5 admins? What are you like?
I'm still here.
I mean, I guess worst case Ingram can help me.
What do you mean worst case?
Oh, Jaden Hall said the QR code is a link to his Instagram.
Oh.
So it's not a Rickroll or pictures of feet, so we are safe. Looking at John Colmorgan driving around the track. Yeah. Still recovering from the sickness that was why we didn't stream last week, so knows me been hacking up a lung up here in the booth, that's why. Let's see, you got Josh Kenyon. Yeah, if these guys want to keep racing here, they got to give me their numbers, because they have such good number fonts, and I hate that I don't have them for my ticker.
Some of them are not even in the Discord, to be honest with you. I don't think.
I don't think Debos is in the Discord. Maybe, I don't know.
We need people. Like, no one. The Discord is literally like, there's no one in here like 90% of the time.
Hold on.
It's so empty, I start spamming gifs and talking to myself and to feel like I have company. Yeah, maybe it's not that bad.
I talk in the Discord. I
Like, the
put
only
it in the
interactions I
iRacing
get-
chat. Join the Discord.
The only interactions I get in the Discord is when Ingram tells me my spelling mistakes in the announcements, which is kind of depressing.
Bro, you gotta lock in on your spelling, bro.
I can't. Asking me to spell correctly is like asking me to not design. It just doesn't happen. And Jeremy Bolt with like a judo takedown of the 54 car of Hall.
Okay, time to send my car flying.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh,
That wasn't much of a flight, but that was still a terrible crash.
I went like through the fence.
What are we doing?
Doing a pit party.
Wyatt Blair sent me his number 5. Me complaining does get things accomplished. You hear that, kids? Complain and stuff will happen. Actually, no, that's terrible advice. Do not listen to me.
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh!
Oh, tight.
I'm tight too.
It's the dirty air being real
Hey, I'm
bad.
catching up though.
Yeah, one of the things I was surprised about was how prevalent the draft seemed at Atlanta.
Oh
they're
no.
wrecked.
Oh!
They're 4 wide.
Yeah, y'all stay forward. Y'all stay forward.
Man, if the racing in the actual race is like this, we're in for a treat.
Oh no.
Oh, there goes Kenyon. He has located the outside wall. Oh, Devo's just
And we
destroyed
killed
Shaver.
I made it through! I made it through!
Oh,
Ow! Did you see that?
I don't know who Mac and Cheese Boy Designs is, but they are funny. They just said, "Eat your candy and don't take strangers from vegetables."
What?
You know, like don't take candy from strangers. That's funny. That's funny. Oh,
Yeah,
and
that's
we're
a-
on to
that's a-
qualifying now.
that's a totally normal statement.
To be like when you cannot drink a cow because the earth is purple.
I thought the earth
Anyways.
was yellow.
I mean, kind of is yellow. Like, what if the land on Earth is actually yellow and it's just on top of the blue and that's why it looks green?
If LeBron goes for a swim on Saturn's rings,
Okay.
how many
Oh no.
Yeah, I
how
feel
many
like we have.
No.
penguins are on your hat?
What?
I feel like we've lost the plot here. We
What
gotta
does
get back
that
to the
even
Irish
mean?
Hills in Michigan and get qualifying done. You kind of got to approach this like a super speedway, don't you?
Yes.
Kinda.
The draft is very strong, so if you lose it, you might fall back.
It kind of feels like Atlanta a little bit.
Like super speedway Atlanta.
Yeah.
I gotta restart my lag. I hit the wall.
Austin Russell to the top of the board.
I'm trying to set up for my second lap.
A lot of movement on the leaderboard right now.
Oh, I took that corner too shallow. That's not going to be a good lap. Oh well. And now I'm just tied off of 4. This is a terrible lap. Oh, second.
Clearly
It was
wasn't
better
that
than what I
bad.
thought it was. It was better than what I thought it was.
I'm kind of terrible in qualifying here.
That lap is beatable though.
Well, you're in second, so clearly. There's no way you're as bad at qualifying here as I am at qualifying at literally every single track.
I suck
it's
at
where I get it.
qualifying at short tracks.
Dude, Derek Shaver to the top of the board.
5th. I would most likely be. I would most. Or,
Bruh.
Yeah, the vote is the same on the live chat, so we're just gonna do normal Arca and normal Daytona. It's not even close in the Discord. The normal Arca car has twice as many votes as any other option.
Wow.
Clearly, the drivers have spoken, and the people have also spoken.
well, that race is probably going to be terrible because of bumper locks. So be
Oh
prepared.
yeah.
I mean, we've had good races with the really netcodey Gen 6.
You ought to make it a 10-lap sprint.
That's just asking for trouble. Now you got me thinking. But if I feel like if I did,
I
feel
got
like
you
if I
thinking
did
now.
that, I feel like if I did that, I would make it not a points race for the Summer Series standings, because that doesn't seem fair. Because I know someone who's actually contending for points is going to get like right hooked if we do that.
Well, according to my calculations,
DeAngelis and Mostel are going to start in the back.
Well, that's going to be a treat for us if they don't kill everyone. Trying. Well, actually, it's mostly Frank. If Frank doesn't do Frank things, we're in for a treat. I feel like this is going to be a fun race.
So since Marty's not in here, I'm the only admin that can throw a caution right now.
Well, I mean, I feel like this should go green.
I might just stay in here. That way, if you see like a wreck that you think is a caution, just let me know if I don't catch it. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll mute my mic, but if you see something and if I don't catch it, just yell caution.
Okay. That'd be too trigger happy though. I get excited easily.
If it's like a big wreck, then yeah, yell caution. But if it's like single car, then I don't know.
I have a fan cam? I didn't know that. I wonder if the fan cam has like really, really shaky, like drunken camera work. That'd be funny. Anyways, we are getting ready to get things started here at Michigan. Let's take a look at our top 5 for the starting lineup. We have Derek Shaver in first, Chris Downing in second, BJ Mitchell in third, Aaron May in fourth, and Austin Russell in fifth. I would go through the rest of the field, but it's 25 drivers, and I don't feel like stumbling over all of those names.
what about me?
Oh, yeah, and Ingram's in sixth. The controversial and unpopular driver with the fans. I don't think anyone in here is controversial yet. Maybe in other series, but not here yet. We haven't really had a whole lot of disagreements.
It's very squeaky.
There we go. Getting ready to start pacing. So 25 cars on the grid. 35 laps of action. And a race 4 coming after this one. So if you're just tuning into the stream, you're going to want to stay. We're going to have back-to-back action-packed races for you.
Hey, it rhymes.
Back-to-back action-packed.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Are you going to let me commentate or not?
Kinda.
If you interrupt me, there will be consequences.
Yay!
The car in the second position has redone their banner to just say Dale Jr. on it. I don't even think they're driving an actual Dale Jr. car. Oh, never mind, actually. The Dew Shine car? Is that like alcoholic Mountain Dew?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, that's actually why they call it Mountain Dew.
Oh, is it
'Cause
made
Mountain
from
Dew-
moonshine?
Yeah, it's basically it had something to do with moonshine. It wasn't made from it, but like if you mixed it with moonshine, it would taste something like I don't know.
Well, moonshining and bootlegging and NASCAR all go hand in hand. Everybody headed to the restart zone, and we are green flag racing here at Michigan. Derek Shaver leads the field with the 88 of Downing beside him. Pretty clean start for the most part here, heading into turn 1. The pack already forming, and we are 3 wide towards the middle of it. Shaver has the advantage. You got to be really careful coming off of turn 2. Gets real tight up by the wall with everyone trying to get as close to the outside as they can. And diving down into turn 3. Side by side for the lead. Ingram to the outside for third. Extra to the back, but not going to be big enough. And Downing gets turned. See, I don't think that was a big wreck in the back. Only 1 or 2 cars actually spun out, so we're going to keep it green for the moment. Oh, we got another big wreck.
Whoa!
And everybody's wrecking. Oh, my goodness. I think we got to throw the caution for that one. We're missing most of the pack. Josh Canyon's in 8th, and his car is crab walking. Not sure what happened there in turn 4. Looked like every single car in the lead pack hit the outside wall coming off of turn 2 and then wrecked. Getting ready to take a look at the replay. To get things started here once again. We don't have long runs to start these races typically, for whatever reason. So looking back here, looks like the 64 gets turned by the 18, and then there's nowhere for Demos, Wyatt Blair, and Frank DeAngelis to go, so all of them get collected. So that takes out some contenders. And then up at the front, I want to take a look at what happened to Josh Kenyon because he was at the front. Oh, and the 18 car just bounces off of him, and they both hit the wall. Kenyon didn't even look like he hit the wall that hard, and it somehow knocked the whole rear end out.
Yeah, the Arca cars are really sensitive on damage. Although the last 2 times I've hit the wall, it hasn't given me damage. I don't know why.
Did Kenyon pass the pace car to fix his damage?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering because I was looking at the replay and all of a sudden my timing and scoring, he's in the lead, and I'm looking at his car drive around the track destroyed on the replay.
Yeah, he came by us crab walking.
Well, I'm fine with that as long as you don't like decide that you deserve to stay in the lead. Why is the chat talking about rain?
What?
I have no idea. It's not raining. Why are you talking?
Bro,
I don't know.
imagine they add like rain delays to iRacing.
We already like can't put together a competent broadcast. You want us to do rain delay coverage?
I wish the rain glitch worked in hosted sessions, because that'd be funny trying to race in the rain with NASCAR.
Did they patch it?
In hosted sessions, yes, not in testing sessions.
Well, the pace car pulls off the field, getting ready to go back green. Shaver to the inside. Ingram to the outside. Into the restart zone. Green flag back out of the air. Shaver to the good restart. Aaron May to the inside. 4 wide deep in the field. We're already spread out into 2 different packs. That didn't take long. Frank DeAngelis with a wild dive to the inside. Going to get blocked by Shaver. And 3 wide for second going into turn 3. 4 wide. Nearly 5 wide. A little bit of contact made. Mostly clean. These guys are using up every lane on the racetrack. Oh, and Aaron May gets turned. And that is a huge crash on the front straightaway. They're still piling in. There are cars everywhere. There's a car on top of another car. And that is everybody. That's got to be 20-car crash. What are we doing?
Yeah, that didn't sound very healthy.
Cars on top of cars. Cars flying to the inside wall. Just absolute chaos. I would call it Calamity Corner, but they were driving down the front straightaway. Taking a look at the replay. Jeremy Bolt on the quarter panel of Aaron May. And then tries to take it 4 wide, and there just is not enough room. And Aaron May with a huge hit. And then nobody slows down. Lidkey piles in at full speed. Somebody is sitting at the exit of the pits by the inside wall and still manages to get hit. Demos makes it through. Let's take a look at what he saw. Able to make it through cleanly. You can just see the chaos unfold in front of him. Cars going everywhere.
I'm glad I managed to blow by a Shaver on the restart there.
That was a huge crash. Michigan's like 8 lanes wide if we managed to block the entire track.
That's what happens when you go 8 wide.
They were pretty
There's my
clean and
lap.
giving each other room. And then Bolt just looked at half a car length gap and thought he could fit his nose in there, and it just was never going to work.
Well, that's Logan Bolt for you. He's not the brightest of the bunch.
Looked like he was living by the age-old adage of if gap car. Well, it looks like we lost a couple drivers. 3 guys dropping out of the race. We got 22 left. Everyone's still in contention due to fast repairs, but not exactly what you want to be burning one up this early in the race. Some of these guys took Arca night a little too literally. We've been seeing a lot of Arca breaking.
Yo, what's a brake pedal?
Half the field decided they're not lifting until they see God or the checkered flag or the inside of an ambulance.
I wonder if we're gonna get a flip this race.
Came pretty close in that last crash. One guy was on his side because he got rear-ended so hard that his car was off the ground.
Great.
Oh, heading off a turn 4, the pace car pulls off. Ingram has control for the restart. Shaver to his outside. And up through the gears they go. Green flag back out here at Michigan. Yeah, good push from Frank DeAngelis. Shaver just gonna hop into line. You got the 17 of Ethan Orzo behind him. Trying to rebound from a couple wrecks early tonight. And then 3 wide in the Hornets' nest behind them. 4-car breakaway at the front and a giant battle for 5th. There are just cars everywhere back there. Coming off a turn 4, Ingram makes a move to the inside, thinks about trying to get around DeAngelis, looks to the outside, gonna get to the quarter panel, puts the side draft on him, but Shaver gives the 69 a push, and they're gonna be neck and neck into turn 1, and DeAngelis is gonna get clear. Now he's on the bumper, trying to build a run, and once again, looks to the inside into turn 3. Side by side, drives it into the corner, trying to get clear, still not quite able to get there. Narrowly gets it clear of DeAngelis, and he's going to have control of the race, but not for long with the way DeAngelis is driving. Already looking to the outside. And Ethan Orzo sticking his nose in there, trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. And there's still 3 wide. Now going to go back down to 2, and a big pack forming here. There was a 4-car breakaway for a lap or 2, and now we've got everybody. See them all fan out as they go into the corner. Oh, Demos into the wall in the back. Kenyon also into the wall with a little bit of contact. They're going to keep it straight. Ingram looks to the inside of DeAngelis. Shaver to the inside, and we're going to be 3 wide for the lead once again. Shaver not able to get clear. Ingram still door to door. Got a spinner behind, but we're going to keep it green. It's a 64 of Cole Morgan. And there's still 3 wide. Contact made, the 54 of Jaden Hall around. Actually, he's able to hang on to it. Some damage, but he kept it going straight. Derek Shaver to the inside of DeAngelis. They're going to be door to door into turn 1. They're still side by side. Neither one of them with a clear advantage. One car smacks in the wall in the back. That's the 47 of Hansen. Getting close to halfway in this race. DeAngelis cutting that yellow line through 3 and 4. Shaver's going to have a big run down the front straightaway. Thinks about looking to the inside for a moment. Decides to stay in line. Going to give him a push to that 69. And then dives it down in there into turn 1. DeAngelis has the momentum off the top. But Shaver's making his presence known. DeAngelis trying to break the draft down the back straightaway. Seems to be helping him for the moment. Ingram dives down in to take the second position away from Shaver. Mostly single file at the front, but these guys are getting a lot of huge runs down the straightaways and going all out into the corners. Got about 10 cars in the lead pack. Had a little bit of a crash behind them, but just wasn't enough to bring out a yellow. DeAngelis leads. Ingram on his tail. Trying to find a way around him. Shaver looks to the inside. Not quite able to get door-to-door with Ingram. Oh, and contact behind. The 17 goes around. Single car spin. Still going to keep it green here. And Ingram is driven to the inside of DeAngelis. Just hasn't been able to clear him. It's really hard to clear on the bottom in turn one once you drive it in there. And then once you try to do a slide job, the guy on the top has so much momentum that he'll crash you over. Ingram now trying to build a run to get back to the rear end of DeAngelis. Got Josh Kenyon entering the picture, now in the 5th position. Ingram down to the inside. Brian Beach up to the 3rd position. Haven't seen him before here on Super Nitro. DeAngelis to the inside. Side by side. Being very aggressive with the side draft. Beach thinks about making it 3 wide. DeAngelis throws the block and head on down into turn 3. Now 3 wide for 2nd. Beach to the inside. Shaver in the middle. And Ingram on the outside. Ingram gets clear. Now setting his sights on DeAngelis once again. And Josh Kenyon giving Shaver a push. They're going to try to get up to this lead battle. Shaver gets to the rear bumper of Ingram. Tries to look to the outside. Looks like a puff of tire smoke. Not sure if there was a wreck in front of them or not. Still single file. The lead pack down to only 4 or 5 cars. Ingram looks to the outside of DeAngelis. Not quite able to do anything. They're actually going to be door-to-door with Shaver once again for 2nd. And those two are still catching DeAngelis because of the draft down the straightaways. Which now Josh Kenyon entering the party here for 3rd. Does he have enough to get around DeAngelis? To the inside. Shaver throws the block on him, trying to give him some dirty air. 27 washes up the track. So Josh Kenyon up to the 3rd position. Shaver still in 2nd, and DeAngelis leading once more. Shaver gets a run off the corner, looks to the inside, makes a little bit of contact with the 69 machine, able to keep it straight, and he's going to have the inside into turn 3. Tries to drive it in there, can't quite get clear. He's going to be on the quarter panel of DeAngelis, heading down the front straightaway. Tries to throw his car up into the top lane, but Josh Kenyon having none of it, and Kenyon moves up to the 2nd position. And now he's going to try to make a move on DeAngelis into turn 1. DeAngelis still has the lead. Kenyon actually lost time by driving it into the turn 1. And now he's under attack from Ingram for 2nd. Those two side by side. Brian Beach coming back into this battle. DeAngelis has some breathing room now. It's only going to be a moment before the rest of these guys get on his bumper once again. And they're starting to work their way through laterals. Spinouts we've had so far during this run. But it looks like the 17 of Orzo are going to do a good job of getting out of the way. DeAngelis up to a 3/10 of a second lead. Ingram taking advantage of the draft from the lapped car. Starting to get closer, down to a 10. DeAngelis has been doing a very good job of defending the runs from everybody behind him. Only 14 laps to go. Actually 13 this time. That pack's starting to get closer to him. Still got Orzo a part of it. He slotted to the line, hoping for a caution to get his laps back. And Ingram looks to the inside of DeAngelis. Not quite able to get door to door with him, but he is a lot closer to that 69 machine's bumper than he has been the last several laps. Working on lap 24 of 35. 12 laps to go. And now Ingram under attack from Josh Kenyon once again. They're door to door down the back straightaway. Kenyon trying to get clear. Not quite able to get the run he needed, and him and Ingram are still going to be side by side. Ingram trying to work his way clear. Shaver looked like he thought about making it 3 wide for a moment. And they have caught the 69 of DeAngelis. The 27 has a huge run, a big push from Shaver. Trying to get clear of the 69 of DeAngelis. Not quite able to get there. Shaver looks high. Trying to get to the outside of Kenyon. He's going to get there. And Derek Shaver to the second position. He's getting a big push from Ingram. Does he have anything for DeAngelis? These guys have been swapping the second position, just haven't been able to get around the 69. You see Steven Smith in the 24 working his way around Kenyon as well. Haven't seen him much at the front of this lead pack of cars. Kind of been running around the 5th position. Might be saving his tires. Derek Shaver to the top of the track. Trying to build a run. Ingram to his inside. Steven Smith to the outside of Ingram now. Gets a good run off of the corner, and he's going to get clear for the 3rd position. They fan out heading into turn 3. Shaver in 2nd, Smith in 3rd. Ingram side by side with Beach for 4th. Shaver gets another nice run down the front stretch. Looks to the inside of DeAngelis. Gets to the inside. Is he going to be able to get clear? And he is. New leader, it's Derek Shaver. Does DeAngelis have anything for him when they get into turn 3? Ingram side by side with DeAngelis. Nowhere to go for that 69. He's blocked in. They head around the lap car of Mason Lidke. He moves out of the way and is not going to be a factor. A little bit of contact from DeAngelis and Ingram, and they're going to be side by side. Shaver now with the lead. DeAngelis getting a big push from Josh Kenyon. They're going to try to go to the outside. Ingram tries to go to the inside. Shaver shuts the door on it. And we're side by side for the lead once again. DeAngelis back to the lead. Has that momentum off the top side. Kenyon gets to his bumper, gives him a push. And we have a good battle here between the top 5. Ingram back to the back of this pack, but he's trying to work his way up here. Beach gives Kenyon a push, and DeAngelis up to 0.2 of a second ahead now. Kenyon on the tail of DeAngelis, able to get clear of the battle for second. They work their way down the back straightaway. Going to be 6 laps to go at the line. Beach makes a move to the inside of Kenyon. Side by side for second, and Beach gets clear. Does he have anything for DeAngelis? Now working their way past another lapped car. DeAngelis goes to the inside. Beach narrowly cuts it to the inside. Looked like DeAngelis used him as a pick. Didn't let the 18 use his momentum. DeAngelis blinks out there for a moment as we head into 1 and 2. Single file down the back straightaway. 4 cars under a blanket. Where do they go? Contact between the 18 and the 69, and Josh Kenyon with a huge run. He goes to the inside. He's going to take the lead, but DeAngelis is still there. Going to get a push from Shaver down the front straightaway. and only 5 laps remaining. DeAngelis to the inside, Kenyon to the outside. They're going to make contact. Door to door down the back straightaway. Shaver comes to give Kenyon a push. Kenyon's going to get clear, and Ingram back into this battle. He looks to the outside. Trying to get some momentum. Trying to get back to the front. Contact between DeAngelis and Shaver. They keep it straight. Shaver into the wall. Now going to get a push from Ingram, and he's going to be all over the bumper of that 27 machine. And DeAngelis throws a bad block. He gets into the outside wall, makes contact with Brian Beach. Gotta wonder how much damage that did to the 69 Chevrolet. Kenyon now has the lead. Shaver all over his bumper. Those two working together now, putting a little bit of a gap between themselves and Ingram in third. And the 27 gets tight. He's into the outside wall. Shaver to the inside, able to take the lead. And now Kenyon throwing an aggressive block for second. And the caution is out.
Why is the caution out?
I have no idea.
Nothing happened.
Just to let you know, I did not throw that caution.
Yeah, Marty threw that
Marty
caution.
did.
I don't know why.
I did not throw that caution.
Martin's not even in the race.
I don't know.
How did he...
He must be spectating. Oh no. Oh no.
How did he throw a caution while spectating? I didn't know that was possible.
I do it all the time in Rebel Valley, but I was not expecting him to throw a caution. Because did they even wreck?
No, that had to have been an accident. I don't...
We're going to have to talk to him.
That was strange.
Literally no reason for a yellow.
I think he'd be the guy to throw a caution for no reason. Looks like Austin Russell has decided to stay out while everyone behind him hit it.
Me mom.
Gotta feel like he's gonna be thrown to the Sharks. Gotta be a
think he's
feeding
up.
frenzy at the front as everyone tries to get around him.
I think he's hoping that the dirty air is going to be strong enough, but it is not.
I mean, you might also be hoping that you all wreck repeatedly, which isn't a impossibility.
I mean, it's going to be a 2-lap shootout either way. Because it's a green-white checker.
So like I said, there was a caution. That was some really good racing at the front.
My card finally came back alive.
It looked like you died, and then all of a sudden you're just back at the front.
Yeah, I got tight, backed off a bit, cooled my tires off a bit, and got back to them as their tires started to fall off.
Not sure why Orzo was following the pace car. You can get your laps back as soon as possible. He was the free pass. Although we do wave everyone around the pace car too, so not really much of it.
I think Shaver and Josh Kenyon took 2 tires.
They might have. I don't really have any way to check on my timing screen. That's the one
Well, they
thing
were
that
like
doesn't tell me.
They were way ahead of me coming off pit road.
I mean, 2 tires could be a good gamble here.
I took 4.
I mean, 4 is
And
always the safe bet.
yeah. I feel like the tires are probably too worn to take 2.
The leaders just bumped into each other while warming up the tires. And we're side by side getting geared up for a 2-lap to go restart. It's going to be a green-white checkered. Into the restart zone. Green flag back out of the air. And Josh Kenyon with a great restart. A horrible restart for Russell on those old tires. Shaver looks to his inside, and they're going to be 3 wide. Russell just having to get out of the way. Kenyon back out to the lead, but Ingram behind him. Trying to set up a pass for the win. They're wrecking behind. Not going to bring out the caution, and they were side by side for the lead into turn 3. Got to be the white flag this time by. Nick Goebel with an
Oh my god,
aggressive
it's so
move.
tight.
Every single car on the track hits the wall coming off of turn 4, and Josh Kenyon has a 1/10 of a second lead now. Does he have enough to hold off everyone? Shaver goes to the outside, trying to build a run. Ingram's going to get turned. Big hit for Goebel, and they are wrecking down the back straightaway. Everybody's wrecking everybody. DeAngelis takes out the guy in 3rd, and Shaver trying to make a move for the lead on Kenyon. Does he have the momentum to get side by side? Doesn't
Of course
look like
I
he's
get
going to
screwed.
get there. And Josh Kenyon is victorious here at Michigan. A green-white checkered finish. Total chaos, a questionable caution, and that's all it took for Josh Kenyon to get his first win in Super Nitro. Might want to see if he wants to come in the booth for an interview. Really want to get Shamela in here to see what was the deal with that caution. And Josh Kenyon doing victory burnouts. Derek Shaver also doing victory burnouts. Kenyon gonna pull it into victory lane. Well, a dramatic finish to what was a good race. Trying to see if Kenyon wants an interview. We got a 3-car burnout now. Here we go. He's in the. Did I move?
What?
Why
What is
won't?
happening? There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, Josh Kenyon, you got your first win in Super Nitro. What'd you think of that race?
That was actually a really fun race. I think this is only my second start too, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that was really fun. I think honestly, one of the only reasons why I won that is I beat Derek off pit road on that yellow. I don't know how, but I guess he had a really bad stop, and I took 2. I asked Chase if he took 4. I don't know if I believe he took 4 or not,
I
but
did take 4.
you did? Okay. Well, I don't know. I think I had a good run off of 2 there, and I had a feeling I was kind of good from then because you get a really big draft in this car, but if someone just moves to the lane you got, I mean they're done. They have to lift. And the leader doesn't really have to lift. So once I was out there, I kind of knew I just had to defend, block the line, and that was it.
Well, it was fun. Kind of wish it ended under green. Still not exactly sure why there was a caution. It's kind of one
There
of
was a
those.
yellow. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. My bad.
Kind of was
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
those phantom debris cautions. Like nothing really happened that warranted a caution, and we got one anyway.
gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun racing with the guys up there. I was racing with Derek, Frank, and Demos, and we finished 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was pretty cool.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize Demos got the fourth.
Yeah, I think he got wrecked on the restart, and then somehow he finished fourth. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I want to thank you for putting up the sessions, and see you in the next one.
Well, thanks for coming in for an interview. We'll be doing a race 4 with the Arca car at Daytona. Are you gonna be a part of that one?
Should be. Hopefully, you'll see me in victory lane there as well.
Well, also the other thing is we are doing a summer championship, so you got your first points for it. We're doing. I'm gonna give the whoever has the most points by the end of August $35.
Oh, awesome. When did that start? Am I like
A
long
little while
gone? Or...
ago. We're doing it. The top 3 get points. So the winner gets 10, second gets 5, and third gets 1. And Marty
Gotcha.
Shmela has 57 points because he's won like half of the races we've done so far.
Interesting. Well, that's probably because I haven't done any of the races.
I mean, you definitely still got a shot. I tried to make the points format as aggressive as possible so guys can, like, you could come in late if and still have a shot if you have a couple good weeks in a row.
Yeah, sounds good.
Anyway, we're going
I'm
to be heading into race 4 now. Going to work on setting up that session.
Sir, see you guys then.
Well, that's Josh Kenyon. Ingram, I do have a question for you.
Hmm.
Do you think 110% horsepower would help Daytona at all?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, would it help the racing, or would it still just be bad?
The times we've done it,
What?
it has, but I feel like the bumper hook thing will still be there. But use if you're gonna increase the horsepower, just use the Talladega setup, I think.
I'll make you an admin for this race, but no shenanigans, please.
Well, you're the one who took it away over one singular incident.
Because I don't want. Well, I just want no phantoms and recautions. Is it Daytona 2000? Or no, it's just Daytona Oval. I don't think the chat understands like what people actually watch. They're still going on about Martinsville. Every time we do a super speedway, we get more viewers and drivers than if we do a short track.
I wish I could have maybe gotten a top 3 in Michigan, but Nick Gobble, I guess, decides to just come up and hook me.
There were a couple incidents we're gonna have to review later because there was just chaos. I saw Frank DeAngelis. I don't know if it was on purpose, but he kind of took out the guy in third. And there was just a lot going on there. So working on getting the next session up. Just gotta double check I didn't do anything really dumb. Okay, everything looks correct. So we're getting that up. First and only super speedway race of tonight. It's only gonna be 25 laps. So a little bit of a shorter race. Honestly, probably could have made it 20, but I feel like 25 is a good number. I don't know what that comes out to. Is that like 30-something miles? 37.5 miles?
Hold up, let me calculate this.
Wait. No, it's 50. 67? Wait, 60.
62.5,
Oh, 62.
according to my calculations, of course.
Apparently, I'm not good at math because I have those saying numbers that don't really make a whole lot of sense.
According to my calculations, the flux capacitor.
The spot on the green screen. Let's see. Wonder if the light. I got the remote for the light.
Why is there a black fuzz on the side?
That's what I'm trying to. Oh, there. It's better now. There's no longer like a swarm of flies to my. I could never be a weatherman. I'm always pointing the wrong way. Be like over here, and it's like pointing at the ocean or something. Oh, you know
Well,
that's what we need. We need LDogg weather updates.
there was one time in when I was in 6th grade where we were playing Heads of 7-Up and I got picked. And so when I went to say who I thought picked me, I said, according to my calculations, which never lie. And then I proceeded, or no, it was according to my calculations, which are always correct. And then I proceeded to pick the right person.
What? That was a really long story for like. Not. I want funny. That was not funny. You've disappointed the people. The race is up for anyone
You
who would like to
You
join.
forgot to increase the horsepower.
Nah, I said I wasn't good. I thought better of it.
Okay.
I forgot to do the announcement for race 3 in the Discord.
Race 2 at Lime Rock up now. Race 4 at Daytona.
We don't talk about race 3. So race 3 wasn't that bad except for the caution at the end. Oh boy, Ingram is typing. What could this mean? I feel scared. Oh, I'm getting tired. I don't have work tomorrow though. That's why we're doing 4 races. We've been crashing so much tonight that this has gone a lot later than I expected. Like, definitely a lot of crashing. A lot of crashing. Random apps on my computer are opening. I don't want them to.
Crazy. We should try and run the Brickyard 400 together.
Do you think we'd be in the same split?
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, so many people run the
We'd have
special
to
event
try
lot.
and get we'd have to try and get our safety rating as close to each other as possible, but I think or not safety rating, iRating as close to each other as possible.
I think we're within like 90 of each other right now.
Or what's your iRating?
2,437 or 73.
So I'm 70 iRating behind, which isn't a lot. It isn't a lot, but considering there's like thousands of people that sign up, there's a high likelihood we wouldn't be in the same split.
I mean, it depends on like where the cutoff between splits are.
We should just try and get the exact same iRating.
Like, how do you grind or lose a deliberate amount of iRating? That's got to be against the sporting code in some way.
Yeah, you're not allowed to tank iRating. On purpose, at least.
I got to run races this week. I haven't run any for my team when I was supposed to, or at least make an attempt. Might be grinding some North Wilkesboro tomorrow.
I do not have North Wilkesboro. Is it a good track?
I mean, it's fun. It's a difficult track, but that's kind of why it is fun.
Mm.
Well, I already got drivers piling into the not piling in. I mean, yeah, piling in because they're all gonna pile into Rex. They're piling into the session.
Mosh pit.
What?
Or dog pile.
Who yells mosh pit?
I don't know. Dog pile.
Getting everything set up. Gonna be a decent field once again. We've had good attendance tonight. What changed?
I breathed.
Better do that more. Let's see. Let's join a driver that's actually in the race.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate that
LDogg.
it'll put my name as an option for a driver to click on to watch, even though I'm not racing. It'll put my name as one of the drivers to like spectate, but I'm not even in the race.
Because you're registered as a driver, not a spectator. But that MRE update that came out, it's peak, bro.
What did they change on it?
Well, they added a few new tracks: Charlotte, Kentucky, and Watkins Glen, and also Milwaukee.
what does Freeburg's car say on the hood?
What?
The 48. He said to look at his car and he made a special scheme, and I can't tell what it says, but it has my logo on it.
I have no sponsors. By the way, I am subbed and watching stream.
I like that.
Okay, what
That's
does it say on the
funny.
back? What does it say on the back? It says don't you dare ram me on the back. On the side it says I have no sponsors, sub to LDogg 48 Gaming.
Wait, what? Wait, what did the side say?
I have no sponsors, sub to LDogg 48 Gaming.
That is funny because it's like it looks like it was put together in like 5 minutes, which it probably was.
Well, I mean, it's literally just black paint scheme, so
That's funny though. That reminds me of what Elliot was like. Kept making the O'Reilly series cars, and it said like O'Reilly,
yeah.
not Xfinity, and then he made the Xfinity car that said Xfinity, not O'Reilly. It's like for those of you the chat, our friend literally made a car that was just black and had text on it that said O'Reilly, and then it had like an Xfinity also in text, and they just like crossed it out. It looked like he made it in like 5 minutes, and it was just like really funny scheme.
Bro, what if one race we run all hand drawn cars?
Well, I mean, I could just run my flame car that I run because that is hand drawn.
No, like not like that hand drawn. You just take your mouse and just scribble something on.
I mean, that is how I made that. We got a demolition derby in the short shoot. Appears
Yo,
Jaden Hall and Derek Shaver are having a disagreement with each other and the wall.
Jake Paul.
And the wall!
I'm gonna hit the jump.
Oh boy. There we go. Somebody's in the road course.
Ah, that didn't work.
We got
Oh, yeah,
Chase
also-
Crawl making his debut.
Also in the
Him and
MRE
Demo's-
update,
Him and Devos are crashing into the inside of the guardrail. And Devos is upside down now.
oh, yeah, also in the MRE update, the cars turn way better at Daytona now.
Oh, that was one of the things that I didn't like about it.
Yeah. Which also, we made the 550 package for the Gen 6, and it was actually peak.
Did they add any other tracks? Did they add like Charlotte?
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I said that. Charlotte, Kentucky, Milwaukee, Watkins Glen, Albert Park.
They had Talladega yet?
No. They need to. In fact, they should add a random super speedway where it's possible to run like 260 miles an hour flat out.
And that'd just be like Coca-Cola Super Speedway, because I was doing John Call last night, and it was just crazy. I think we we were
or-
hitting like 260.
In what? Gen 6?
Yeah, it was 110 horsepower. It was really fun until I got
Dude,
wrecked.
we need to do.
The netcode is so bad with that car right now. I don't understand
I
why
know.
it changed with it.
I think iRacing might have updated it. Like, it probably screwed something up. Because, like, when you're in the car, the other cars are, like, wiggling. It's really weird. But anyway. We should do iRacing Super Speedway with the COTs with 110% horsepower. And like we'd be going like 270.
Marty said that Frank and the 24 both spun in the middle of the straightaway, and that's why the caution came out.
I don't remember seeing that. I know
Yeah,
Frank.
I didn't.
I know Frank came up and hooked himself in the wall, but
That was
I
like
didn't.
a couple laps before the caution came out, though, wasn't it?
yeah.
Unless they wrecked it. I was kind of more focused on the lead battle, unless they dropped behind and then wrecked. Devos is drifting the infield road course.
Dude, I wish they didn't get rid of the jump coming off of turn 2 if you go in the road course. That was fun to hit.
I think it's funny how IRC tracks are modeled like all the way through, so you could just like drive and crash into a porta-john in the middle of the track or something.
Yeah. Bro, I wish instead of like immediately just teleporting you back to the pits if you flew over the wall, I wish you could just fly out or fly over the wall and then tumble for a bit.
I always find it funny on the tracks. You know, there's like the couple of road courses like Summit Point Raceway where you just could fly into the woods
Yeah.
and then you're just gone.
Or Monza on the oval, if you get enough air, you can fly over that short guardrail.
Yeah.
By the way, when the race we did there, I'm surprised when no one flew over the guardrail.
Well, I mean, we only had 5 cars.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, or no, was it? Patrick Connell got impaled. We still had some bad crashes for there only being 5 cars in that race. Oh my goodness. Somebody just flipped. Like, they did like a Ryan Priest flip.
Oh, Jaden Hall.
Is that who that was?
Yo, he did. Well, I mean, it wasn't really a blowover, but still, it's a wheel hop.
Jason Hall.
What is it?
Jaden Hall. Why is there a Jason Hall? That's not confusing at all.
Wonder if they're related.
How did he manage to do that though? Holy cow. He hit lid key so hard that it just threw his car upside down.
If you put the two halls together, is that a hallway?
What?
If you put the two halls together, is that a hallway?
If I grab one of them and abduct them, is that a holloway?
What?
I don't know. Because that makes more sense than yours. I feel like we should get back on track here with qualifying being underway. Let's see, is anybody qualifying? You're just
Ah,
sitting on pit road.
yo, no way. We have Daytona Cross here at Daytona.
What?
We have Daytona Cross here at Daytona.
What do you mean?
There's a guy named Daytona Cross that just joined.
What? That can't be their real name. What kind of name is that?
Bro.
Isn't Daytona Cross like the name of like a video game or something?
I don't know.
Like, doesn't that sound like one of those weird arcadey NASCAR games from
What
the
if-
early 2000s?
What if Daytona Cross raced on the Daytona Rallycross?
Well, that's what I thought you were referencing, and I was like, what are you talking about?
The Daytona Rallycross.
No, when you said Daytona Cross repeatedly, I was like, why are you talking about the Rallycross?
Yeah, what if Daytona Cross, the driver, raced on the Rallycross?
Dude, I hate the Rallycross course because the finish line and like that weird like switchback are right before a ramp. So if you miss the switchback, you're just like flying at a terrible angle off the ramp and barrel roll.
Well, that's that's true for like any track with a ramp.
Why does the
You
name
hit it
Tony
right.
Hirschman sound familiar?
Mm.
Isn't that the
I've never
spotter
heard of him.
for a cup driver?
Bro, imagine when he's racing, he's just like, outside, clear.
I was racing I was racing John Car last night, and turns out that the guy there that's like owns it as an Arca spotter doesn't like spot for himself while he's racing for some unknown reason. I think we got a full field. There are a lot of drivers in this race. I can look that up there, because I feel like I've heard the name Tony Hirschman before.
I touched the apron, I might have screwed up my lap.
I mean, I don't think it's the same guy, but there is a guy named Tony Hirschman who spots for Ty Gibbs.
Oh, I'm barrel rolling. Maybe, I don't know.
Why are you
Yep,
barrel
oh.
rolling?
Yeah, I'm barrel.
I don't think that's very optimal for your qualifying effort.
I don't think it's very healthy either.
And Chase crawled to the second position because I had my. There are so many drivers in here, I can't like see them all at one time.
We have 30 cars.
We are going to have the literal sport ender. We're gonna have the sim ender.
Bro, what if we did a race with 60 cars and then someone spun at the front of the field?
We're literally gonna have a crash so big in this race that my computer's gonna catch on fire.
A crash so big it causes your computer to crash.
I wonder if that guy is the spotter though, because that'd be weird. I like is Is there
Good looking,
more than
love.
one Tony Hirschman related to iRacing and so, like racing in some way? Like, now I'm just like genuinely curious. Oh, and Devo's to the top of the. Oh, and he's. Why is everyone barrel rolling in turn 1? Lidkey goes for a wild ride.
Jason Hall and Sebastian Perez at the exact same time.
Wow, they did. So 35 driver. We filled the field. So 35 drivers, which really comes out to 34 because I'm not racing. Which honestly, I probably should put the cap to 36 just so we can get 35 people actually in the race. But a full field
if
for.
you just
I think this is the first time in Nitro history we've had a full field.
I think if we just
Maybe you should go on the radio and tell everyone to like chill, and please not kill everyone before we make it out of turn 2.
Hey guys, so theoretically, could we like not die, please? We have 35 cars here, so if we wreck, it's probably gonna be big.
I could see this going either really, really good or really, really bad with like no in between. Although we're like, this car is so dumb with the bumper lock that like nothing happening is like a really, really good race. So if we have Josh Kenyon, Chase Crawl, Frank DeAngelis, and Daniel Mosteller in here, does this mean that Marty will not win a super speedway race? Do you listen to anything I say?
I kind of couldn't hear you because they were talking in the VC.
I said if we have Mosteller, DeAngelis, Crawl, Kenyon, and like all these other people who are good super speedway racers in here, do you think that Marty Shimela will still win?
Is he even racing?
He's second.
Oh, maybe.
Here we go, everybody. A full field. 34 cars on the grid. First time in Super Nitro history we've had a full field.
I bet 10 gallons of air there's gonna be someone upside down.
Well, I mean, what are the... Like, if somebody crashes deliberately after the race, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Here, all the cars blown out my engine. I gotta turn down the car sounds or else no one on the chat will be able to hear me because it'll be like just car noises.
Car sounds.
We're up to 14 viewers. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. We are about to witness something.
Is it a bad thing that I'm starting on the outside?
I'm honestly not sure. I don't really run this car at a super speedway.
Well, no, like in the case of if they wreck, is it bad that I'm on the outside?
Ally Cup Series, why would you go on my stream and tell people to watch a different stream?
Crazy.
He's trying to get people to go watch a host of our stream. Like, it's not exactly, like, good for me if you're in here telling other people to just leave this stream.
I'm behind the LDogg car.
Here we go. Pace car heading down pit lane. Daniel Mosteller on the pole, leading us to green. Green flag is out in the air here at Daytona. Pretty organized start by the first 4 rows. A little bit of a gap
Whoa.
back. Already making contact on the bottom. They keep it straight. 1 car turned in the back. Still going to keep it green. Two by two through the entire field. Stellar falling back, leading the bottom lane. Chase Crawl makes the move on Marty Shimela. DeAngelis blinks out in the middle of the pack. That's not good for anybody.
I'm scared. I'm behind Sebastian Perez.
Everyone keeping it relatively clean. A little bit of contact in the back. Somebody flew through pit road. Mostly 2 by 2, and we have successfully completed a lap. And Marty Shimela nearly taken 3 wide. Another single car spin in the back. The lead pack is so big, it's not even worth throwing a caution unless like 15 cars are upside down or something right now. So here we go. Side by side for the lead. Shimela on the outside, Chase Crawl on the inside. You got the Crawl, Kenyon, and Stellar. 1, 2, 3 on that bottom lane. And you have Sebastian Perez helping Marty Shimela on the outside. The third lane also forming, led by Ingram. Stellar going to go up there to try to block the run. A little bit swirly behind with that 98 machine. Not sure who that is. A little bit of a bad push there. He wasn't really lined up with Ingram. And now we're still 3 wide. Shimela has the advantage on the top lane. And Wyatt Blair goes around. Still going to be a single car spin. We're going to keep it green. Debo's to the inside of Shimela for the lead. Still side by side, and the big one happens behind them. And that is a huge crash. And they're still wrecking. Okay, throw the caution. Throw the caution. Come on.
Well, there it is.
Josh Kenyon got turned, and then everybody hit him.
I'm glad I got out of there before that started.
That was a huge crash.
They wrecked beside me right before I threw the yellow.
We're going to have to take a look at the replay of that, but that was a ridiculously large crash. Logan Bolt just... I don't know what he was trying to do.
Well, it's Logan Bolt, so he's not going to make a great move.
Already going to have to review for an intent wreck after Michigan, which I don't even know what happened there. But here, he just...
Where?
I don't know if he gets...
was not.
I don't know if he
He
gets
was
loose
not-
or if... That was just a very bad move. That wasn't even bumper lock. That was just him not being clear. And then
He was not clear at all. He had 2 cars underneath him.
there's nothing anybody else can do. It's not really anybody else's fault for piling in when you got cars going up and down the track. And Josh Kenyon got T-boned so hard he almost did a blowover. And then and then what happened to Perez? Yeah, so they wrecked there. They wrecked behind. And then they started wrecking at the front, just for good measure. Just so we could cover like half of the track with crashes.
Should Logan get a EOL?
Yeah, he deserves to go to the back for that one. That was pretty bad. Pit road, a busy place. Sebastian Perez can't really turn to the left, and he's trying to get into his pit box. Or Sebastian Perez did just get into a crash onto pit road because he couldn't turn left to get into his stall. A lot of fast repairs being used right now. Well, that was some good racing for this Arca car until everybody wrecked. Did you give Bolt an EOL?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we went from the largest pack of cars in Super Nitro history to down to 31 in the course of 5 laps.
I only lost 4 cars, so.
What I don't understand here is I get the big wreck in the back, but why did all of the leaders start wrecking too?
I don't know. What even happened? Because they started wrecking beside me
They
right
just
as I threw
started
the yellow.
bouncing off of each other in the wall, but there was like no reason. They had so much more space because there was no one behind them, and then they still wrecked. Like, that was just a very bizarre sequence of events. Like, the one in the back was just a bad move. And then the one at the front was just like, there was literally no reason for all of them to crash.
I'm thirsty.
Looks like we might have lost Frank DeAngelis from the race.
Driver of car 69 has been sent to the pits due to connection issues.
Oh.
So yes.
The Wi-Fi coming out to bite him. So looking at the front, we have Mosteller to the inside, Shamela to the outside, Ingram in third, Logan Joyner in fourth, and Rob Rigel in fifth.
Is Logan Joyner gonna join us?
Oh, somebody got not sure which car they were, but the live chat, they said they got hooked at the front. If you're in the Discord, clip it and send it in the reports channel I'm about to create after tonight, and then we can review it. So I think that's what we're gonna start doing, is just make a reports channel, because it takes too long for me to go back through and do every single race for every little incident.
You want me to make it?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Back to the restart zone, and up through the gears we go. Green flag back out here at Daytona. Pretty good start from everybody, getting down to the inside quickly. And the inside lane has a huge advantage over the top. That was just not a good restart for that top lane. And Shamela looks to the outside for second over Ingram. Mosteller going to go up there to block, and those two now working together. Derek Shaver goes to the outside line as well, and he's going to put it 3 wide. Gets into the back of Mosteller. That was a very aggressive move out of that 30 machine, but it worked. And now we're 3 wide through the entire pack, just like that. Some contact being made, but we still have a huge pack of cars here working their way around Daytona. Working on lap 8 of 25. Contact in the back, only one car going to go around. Still going to keep it green. We got most of the lead pack still together. Shaver to the lead. Throws a block on Mosteller. Shuffling around in the middle of the pack. Shamela to the outside for a moment. Back down into the middle. Shaver has Hall giving him a push in the bottom lane. And they're followed by Robert Freeberg, who makes some contact and gets Hall out of control. Somehow keeps it straight. A couple cars go to the apron to avoid it. And Ingram trying to get back on the track. And there they go. Contact. And that's a big wreck. There are only 3 cars in the lead pack left after that one. So another wreck. Somebody didn't give anybody else any room. I wonder if it was because you were on the apron.
I thought they were wrecking, so I dove to the apron and they proceeded to not wreck until after the trial, which I also somehow managed to avoid.
So we're taking a look at the replay. So they're 3 wide. And then whoever's in that STP car comes up right as Jaden Hall comes down. It actually just looked like a racing incident. Like both of them tried to occupy the same space at the same time. And it just doesn't work like that. And Marty Chavela's car actually went airborne.
I think I caught a little air over one of the bumps.
Yeah, you definitely did. Shamela got all 4 tires off the ground. It almost looked like a blowover or something because he ramped off of another car.
Like they were wrecking. They started coming down, and I had to keep going down more, and then they kept coming down more.
Yeah, I don't know how you made it through that in one piece. Like you were very close to being completely destroyed there. Somehow during all that skirmishing, Mosteller took the lead back. I didn't even see how that happened because Shaver was at the front. So working our way around under caution, burning off a couple laps. All these cautions do is eat laps and make everyone more urgent, which kind of creates more cautions. It's not really a great combination, is it? Still have 13 viewers on the live stream. Trying to complete what's been a very eventful and entertaining night of racing. Got some good finishes, a lot of crashes. Looks like D'Angelo's finally got his internet working again. So trying to get some of his laps back. Well, we still got 28 cars on the lead lap. So there's still a very good chance of having an interesting finish. So, like, we still got a big pack.
Wyatt Blair's doing some very aggressive tire warming.
How much tire warming do you need at a super speedway?
None. In fact, you don't even want warmth in your tires. You want to have cold tires.
Why are we driving through the grass? Now they're like, what is it?
Well, you see, that is actually
Was
that
it
is actually a
grass
pro.
tipping? What was that called when they used to do that?
But that's actually a strat that cools your tires off.
Well, everyone getting doubled up, ready to go racing. We're at the halfway point here. It's not a lot of times left, which we will click the laps off very rapidly if we stay green. A lot of interesting faces at the front. You got Robert Freeberg in that goofy 48 machine. You got the 85 of Joyner. Haven't seen either of those at the front. You have Morgan Gamboa in the number 47 machine. I don't think I've ever seen them race. Chase Crawl making his debut. Which actually, I'm not shocked to see him at the front, considering he's a pretty good driver in most of the other series, isn't he?
Yeah.
Really, the biggest surprise is at the front are Joyner, Freeberg, and Gamboa. I've never seen any of those guys before on here. I think all of them are making their debut or have only run like 1 or 2 races in the past.
Bro, every time I lean back in my chair, it has the loudest creak of all time.
Need some WD-40.
I know. We're gonna have to oil it tomorrow. Don't take that out of context.
Well, here we go. The field rounding turn 4. Behind the really old Ford Mustang pace car.
I'm not even sure if that is a Mustang. Oh, well, it is. Yeah, it is.
Side by side, heading into the tri-oval. Demos on the inside, Shaver on the outside. Here we go. Demos leads us back to green here at Daytona. Gonna get clear of the bottom lane. Shaver giving him a push down into turn 1. They're actually gonna break away a little bit for the moment. Chase Crawl and Joyner also working together on the bottom lane. A lot more spread out on this restart compared to the last couple. And Shaver makes a move to the inside. Freeberg on the bumper of Mosteller. Freeberg up to the 2nd position and Ingram up to 3rd. Coming around to complete lap 13 of 25. Kenyon makes a move to the inside. Wyatt Blair goes with him. Contact in the back, but they keep it straight. Freeberg getting a push from Ingram. He goes down to the bottom of the track to block Blair. Kenyon working together with Demos.
They kept it straight, so I'm keeping it green.
A little bit of contact behind. I don't see any major accident.
Should I throw it?
Only one car spun out. I think we should keep it green. Freeberg makes a move to the inside for 3rd. Gets a push from Wyatt Blair. A little bit of damage on that 48 machine. Gotta wonder if it's hurting his ability to lead a line. Demos goes down to block the run. They're going to be nose to tail. A little bit of contact. Somebody was not on the track heading into turn 1. The pack's starting to form up once again. Got about 12 or 15 cars under a blanket right now. Contact with 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Oh, and a big wreck. That's going to take out everybody. And that's got to be a caution. That was a huge crash. Derek Shaver took a huge hit into the wall. And he gets hit again way after the fact.
I was looking at the stream. Someone was on top of someone.
I think that was Shaver. That was just a huge wreck. Not sure what happened. He was pushing to 70. And actually, the STP car, again, just comes down when there's, like, no room. And then that hooked everybody. Wyatt Blair gets hooked. Only about 4 cars make it through clean. Shaver goes flying through the air. And then the entire track is just blocked. Which, a lot of big hits there. Only 5 cars make it through cleanly. That was just a bad move by the STP car. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Is it? It's the 36 of Gage Bowman. They just... I mean, the cars in the middle kind of come up, but he also comes down and then just keeps going down the track. I don't know if he got hooked or something, but it just... There wasn't enough room to make the move. Which... going back live. Pit road, a busy place once again. Oh, and we got some serious problems on pit road. Somebody just full throttled Wyatt Blair. And that I have a problem with. We are going to have to dish out some penalties for that later. I have no idea what just happened. The 85 of Joyner just full throttled Wyatt Blair, and now Blair is stuck on his side in the middle of pit road.
You want me to?
Well, he just towed, but that is unacceptable. I have
You
no
want me to
idea
kick him?
why that happened. Yeah, kick the 85. That was just unacceptable behavior. I mean, we're going to have to take a look at that, but that's so bad. That might be a potential ban.
Where's? There it is. Okay.
I get being frustrated, but there's just no reason to do something like that. I'm going to take a look at it again real quick on the broadcast. I don't know if there was beef between those two, so I can't make any decision right now, but he just comes flying into pit road. Actually, he goes after Derek Shaver and just wrecks him. Under caution. And then, so he causes a huge wreck under caution. And then full throttles on down pit road. He's trying to hit Shaver. And then he misses. And DeAngelis also flies into pit road at full speed. So I don't understand what is going on here. But this is just unacceptable. We're going to have to sort through that tomorrow.
Bro, Freeberg private messaged me and said, "I hear you on the stream. I'm gonna try and push you, but I want to win in this car."
Well, gonna go green with 7 laps to go, I believe.
For some reason, Marty disabled. The driver's chat, so I had to turn it back on.
Well, I assume it's because people are yelling at other people due to whatever.
No,
you
there
just
was
witnessed.
literally nothing going.
Well, I have no idea then. Okay, here we go. The field coming off of turn 4. Going to be 7 laps to go at the line. Kenyon leads the inside. Mosteller leads the outside. Green flag back in the air. And contact between Derek Shaver and another car. Far enough in the back that it's not really going to cause any problems. The lead pack a lot smaller than what we had a moment ago due to all this crashing.
Oh, there's the bumper hook.
Oh, and there goes Josh Kenyon.
Sorry, Josh.
Mosteller has the lead, but Freeberg to the inside, getting a push from Chase Crawl. He's trying to take the lead. Mosteller throws the block, trying to control both lanes, coming around to 6 laps to go. Mosteller getting a push from Marty Shamela. They have Ethan Orzo behind. The push definitely working from the 8 car. He's getting Mosteller very far ahead.
Oh!
And they make contact, getting loose there. That looked like that might have been a little bit of a bumper hook too. Ingram down to the bottom of the track, trying to be the one to make a move. Freeberg gets a little bit out of control behind. Hayslip thinks about making a move to the inside, pops back into line, and we're single file at the front. Who's going to be the first one to make the move out of line? Chase Crawl and Jordan Hall trying to work together. Making a little bit of progress on that inside. Hayslip goes down to block. It's too late and gets put 3 wide, and Chase Crawl has a ton of momentum. He's going to get all the way up to second in line next to Marty Shamela. Shamela drives down to the bottom. Goes back up to the top. Jordan Hall gives Crawl a push, and we're going to be side by side for the lead. And as I say that, Shamela gives Mosteller a huge push. Coming to 4 laps to go. 4 cars on the top side get clear. That huge head of steam the bottom had disappears through the tri-oval. Mosteller, Shamela, and Hayslip leading the outside lane. Single file through most of the lead pack. Everybody jumps to the bottom. Orzo leads the inside. Mosteller throws the block and goes back up to the top. You got Logan Bolt, Ethan Orzo, and Chase Ingram working together on that bottom lane. Crawl lags back a bit with Hall trying to build a run. Shamela looks to the outside, getting pushed by Hayslip. They're going to be lagging back a bit. Freeberg goes with Hayslip, makes contact with Orzo. Everyone keeps it straight, but that really hurt the momentum of the 17 car. Logan Bolt makes it 3 wide for second, and we only have 3 laps to go here at Daytona. Ingram pushing Shamela. Aggressive moves being made in the back by the Toyotas. Will Shamela make a move? Contact with the wall for Hayslip. Hall gets out of shape on the bottom. Getting pushed by Crawl. Bolt throws a block. Goes up to the top. And we are single file through the first 5 cars. And as I say that, Hayslip and Freeberg go to the bottom to try to make a move. 5 cars breaking away from the 3 that were left in the main pack. Although there's going to be a big head of steam coming from Hall and Crawl. Will those 2 be able to work together? And Freeberg throws a bad block. That's going to take out the back half of the lead pack. And the caution comes out. I assume the caution was for the fact that 4 of the 8 cars in the lead pack just wrecked. Looked like Freeberg just went to the top when he wasn't clear. Wyatt Blair wants to be waved around the base car to get his laps back from the whatever happened under caution.
I'm letting Marty do that.
We're taking a look at the replay for that incident. This looks like Freeberg got a little too aggressive with the block, kept pushing Hall up the track, and then eventually Hall just bounced off the wall and there was nothing he could really do. And then the 48's just sitting in the middle of the track, and I think he gets piled into by someone else. He's trying to regain control. Patrick Connell and the 77 of Kyle Carpenter pile in, and that just kind of slows down a bunch of cars. The field got really spread out during that last run. And then the leaders were coming up on a car that was skewed out of control and didn't have a front fender. So I'm not exactly sure what was going on there. Freeberg using his fast repair, so he might still have a shot to get the win. And I believe we're going into overtime.
Left.
There are only about 15 cars left. And we're taking the one to green. And we are into the first overtime. For those of you who are new to watching Super Nitro, we give 2 overtimes. If there's a caution before the white flag on the first one, we will go to a second. And on the second overtime, there will be no cautions, regardless of what happens to the field. The field had, and the remnants of the 35 car field working their way down the back straightaway. Definitely some big names up at the front with Mosteller and Shamela on the front row. Side by side, heading into turn 3. Now headed through turn 4. Gonna go green with 2 laps to go. Going to be a green-white checkered. Into the restart zone. Green flag is back out. It's overtime in Daytona. Mosteller with a good start, getting a push from Ingram. Jordan Hall giving a push to Hayslip behind. Whoa! And they make contact. Around goes Hayslip, and that is going to take out a bunch of cars in the back.
Do we need a yellow?
No, there's still a lead pack. Three cars break away down the backstretch. It's Mosteller, Shamela, and Hall heading out of turn 4. Gonna take the white flag. Ingram gets a big push from Chase Crawl. Looks to the inside. Hall tries to throw the block, but it's too late. Ingram has no help. He's going to get hung out to dry. Shamela gets a run. Doesn't go anywhere with it yet. And we have about 10 cars in the lead pack. Wyatt Blair goes to the inside. Mason Litkey throws a bad block, and they're out of contention. Who's going to be the one to make the move into turn 3? Shamela pushing Mosteller. Shamela to the inside. Makes contact with Hall. And we are 3 wide into turn 3. Mosteller gets a push from Chase Crawl. Jordan Hall to the inside. And we are going to be side by side, heading down the front straightaway, 3 wide. Ingram to the inside.
Oh my
He's
God.
going to get turned, and Daniel Mosteller victorious from Daytona.
Okay, I should have that win. That's bullcrap.
Not sure how you got turned there.
He just dumped me.
Was it Jeremy Volt again?
No, it was the 54.
Well, Daniel Mosteller getting his first win here on Super Nitro.
Okay, yeah, the 54 literally hooked a right. I should have that win, dude.
We don't give back wins. We just give out penalties.
Bro. That's crap.
I need to look at the replay.
He literally hooked a right.
I can't take the win away, though, because there's no telling if you actually would have beat him to the line. Daniel Mosteller victorious in a highly chaotic race. Definitely going to be the first night where we're handing out penalties to various drivers. Gonna take a minute to dig through whatever happened in this Daytona race. Don't think Devos is even in the Discord server, so can't really get an interview. So kind of a chaotic end to a chaotic night. Not exactly what we wanted to see here, with a lot of controversy finish off the stream.
Like, dude, I had that race won and he hooked a right. And also he just said that, oh, it's because I went under the L. That's legal.
Demos did join the server. Let's see if Demos wants an interview after whatever that finish was. Well, Demos, congrats again, your first Super Nitro win. What did you think of that craziness at the end to finish that race?
I had a lot of fun. I mean, I've raced with you guys before, I think under a different name, but I had a lot of fun. I knew you guys had this going on. I just got lazy the last week or two. I wanted to win Lime Rock. You know, it's my home race. It would have been cool to win my first race home track, but took the EOL on the start because I guess content-wise, you know, can't have me win by like a lap. But jokes aside, I had a lot of fun this race. I don't know. I felt like I just controlled the whole thing. Just protecting the top, you know, and I think at the end there, I don't know. I felt like I played it pretty good, and then Chase got below the yellow and got by Jaden there, and I thought I lost, and then Jaden, you know, he did I appreciate it. Chase was talking a lot of smack about me after Lime Rock, so I had to beat him. Happy to get my first win. Actually, even without that even without that wreck, I think I would have beaten him still at the side draft.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe.
It would have been close, but I think I still would have gotten you.
it would have been a better finish than if that didn't happen. Or if
That finish was perfectly fine. I'm just glad I won because I did not want to lose leading like 20 laps out of the 28. That would have been really bad. But so I'm happy it worked out that way. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Wish we had a little bit of a better finish to tonight. Now I have like 5 or 6 different incidents to go through and figure out penalties for, because there was, I don't know if you saw, but Wyatt Blair got full throttled on pit road so hard that he flipped over.
I did not see that. I heard about it, but I did not see it.
Which I gotta go through. This is the first night we have I gotta figure out actually how we deal penalties. It sucks you guys come in here and then just random people start doing whatever that was. Congrats on
No,
the
don't
win.
worry about it. No, I had a lot of fun. Don't worry about it. I had a blast for my first night. I will definitely be back more as long as I'm free.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. We had to bring in the big guns to stop Marty Shamela from winning every Super Speedway race we do. Starting to get old. We're gonna think about having to do a bounty night for Shavela because he kept stacking the field. There was a race where he had 9 MCM drivers in it. There's only like 20 cars in the race.
Oh, I promise you, as long as I'm racing, he is never winning another Super Speedway race. I am him.
Well, he didn't want me to invite you when we were hanging out after Rebel Valley. I kept trying to get you in here, and he actually DM'd me and said, "Don't let you in, so I can keep winning."
Is that true? Is that true?
I wish
Is that
I was
true?
lying. I wish I was lying, but this is true.
Unreal. I am gonna race him extra hard now whenever I'm racing here. That hurts. That hurts so much to hear. Marty's the man. That's unreal. I can't believe it. We'll see. I'll get you some content, when we race again, whenever that may be.
Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks to everybody in the live chat for tuning in. I think we're gonna call it a night tonight. Be sure to tune in next week. Not sure what the schedule's gonna be. Probably some more super speedways, just because they're fun to watch. Because you guys, honestly though, that Michigan race was really fun to watch too. Like you guys were throwing haymakers.
I wish I was able to race that, but I got wrecked like every single time. Like I don't know. I had damage the entire time, so I didn't get to race that. It sounded fun.
Honestly, that was one of the first times I've ever seen where you actually like faced the penalty for starting in the back.
Oh, well, Lime Rock too. I got wrecked like twice in the first 2 laps, and I had to run that entire race with a destroyed car because I didn't know if you were gonna throw a yellow or not. I didn't want to leave and then have a restart. Like
Half the time though, I
really
see you. You will start at the back on a super speedway, and I will be like, okay, he is 15 cars behind me, and then I will get caught up in 5 wrecks, and you will have nothing happen and win by like easily. I don't understand.
Oh, well, I was gonna start in the back for this race, and last second I decided I was gonna qualify. But you're right. I've never really experienced like getting wrecked. Usually when I start in the back, it's usually the polar opposite. They all wreck around me, and I'm top 5 at like the end of the first lap. So that was a very humbling experience.
Apparently, he is human.
I am human, yes.
I have an idea. What if we both split the win and both get 10 points?
This is my first win. Absolutely not.
Man, bro.
You're telling me I'm gonna share my first win with somebody who finished second? That is unbelievable.
Bro, I was going to win and then got dumped.
You didn't win,
Co-winning is too European. We can't have that here in a NASCAR series.
What?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
How is that? What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we're going to sign off here for now. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, and we will see you next week.